they'll get with 20 and 28 in the backfield, and they'll run option, or dive 20 and 28 pitch man. So, defensively, you're sitting there, you got to have somebody take the dive, you got to have somebody take the quarterback, have somebody take the pitch. So you got to be very, very disciplined in what we're doing there defensively when they run that.
And obviously, not only did you have the film of some of their games this year, were you able to go back and look at the film last year's game when most of these kids are coming back and what our defense did well or did not do well last year?
We watched our film, on Sunday as a staff to go back and just kind of see what they were doing last year that's different or the same, and how we kind of played them last year. And then same thing defense, to see how they lined up. Even though it's a new head coach, the defense coordinator was there last year, the same guy. So we feel like defensively speaking, they'll be pretty much the same as what we saw last year. Offensively, there may be a little bit different things that they do.
Looking at their lineup, they're a heavily dominated senior team, and a lot of these seniors that are playing tonight were playing as juniors last year. So they've gotten a year older. Our kids have gotten a year older that will return to the field tonight. And looking at their O-line, they're pretty decent size in their O-line, going across from tackle to tackle, 260, 215, 225, 201, 285. So it's not a light line to contend with.
No, they got good size up front. They do a good job of in their run blocking. They come off the ball real well and down their blocks, and in pass blocking they do a good job of protecting the quarterback.
Well, will they do much running up the middle, or will they try to use the tackle, outside tackle, and maybe the sweeps, as you just mentioned?
They're probably more oriented to hitting right off the tackle. They'll run a play where they'll tie the guy opposite, and the quarterback will kind of go the other way right off tackle. But they're either going outside with the option, or they're going to go inside right outside the tackle.
And they throw to several different receivers, but the quarterback doesn't really lock in on one. He spreads it around pretty well from what you've been able to see.
He doesn't throw it a lot. There's 80s in the game. He doesn't throw it to 80 a whole lot. He likes number 15, number 7, number 28 when he's throwing the football. And I think 15's got the most receptions. The last week he had these 6'2" receivers that runs good routes and got good speed, and he's a big target.
And when they since they have, and we've noted probably about 7, 8 of these kids going both ways, they certainly don't play fast.
It's hard to tell on film whether they're huddling or not, but it doesn't look like they're going at a real fast tempo. But I think they have 7 kids that are going both ways, so hopefully that'll help us out in some way.
And with their, we always talk about this in their offensive side, their punting game. Do they have a punter that can get the ball out where we might have a chance to return it?
Remember from last year, a lot of times when they punted, they would line up in an offensive formation, and the quarterback, number 9, would drop back and coach kick it, or kick like a quick kick. Haven't seen them do that this year. Their punter does a pretty good job of getting the ball down the field. So, but I expect they have that quick kick in the repertoire this year again.
And what you maybe have noticed on film, their kickoff game is pretty well conventional, or will it have sweeps in it?
In most of their games, sometimes against Metcalfe County, they kick the ball up deep. And when I say deep, it's about the 20-yard line. But then a lot of their other games are kicking the ball to the side, squid kicking it to the side, not deep. And as long as you do a good job of fielding the ball and taking care of the ball, you get good field position.
And so obviously, I think we had some long runs last year. We maybe had a punt return or kick plays all night long on both teams' part last year.
I think Trail took a kickoff back for a touchdown. I think Devontae had taken one and he got called back, and then I think Trail got one, and then they got
probably
one.
On the very next play, I think that occurred.
The very next play that happened. Then I think in the third or fourth quarter, number 7, that's back this year, returning kickoff for them.
And so that's been a look at the Adair County offense. When we return with Coach Barnes, we'll talk about their defense, but we'll do that after these messages from our sponsors.
With the weather beginning to get cooler and the feel of fall in the air, Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse offers a great selection of fall mums, a wide variety of fall wreaths, lanterns, birdhouses, and fresher silk flowers in beautiful fall colors to decorate your home. Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse offers sympathy arrangements in fresh and silk flowers. The best way to say you care is Remember Florist Greenhouse, 600 West Locust Street in Princeton. Phone 365-2556.
At Sanders Gatherings, the magic of Christmas is here. Christmas done the old-fashioned way with simple holiday ideas. At Sanders Gatherings, you will find country trees, garlands, candles, snowman, and Santas, everything to complete your primitive home. Make your Christmas merry and bright, and please join Sandra for the spirit of Christmas. That's Sanders Gatherings, 116 East Main, downtown Princeton.
Welcome back to the final segment of the pregame show. Adair County, will they show the type of defense this year, David, that they showed last year? Are they active? What have you seen about their
defense? I think they'll be similar to what they were last year, and we expect them to come out in a three-man front, playing some cover two deep guys, and then get some 3 deep stuff with playing corners about 7 to 8 yards off. I think they'll mix up their coverages, and they got defensively they got 2 good inside linebackers. They got an old man that's number 66 who also plays offense or decent offense. He plays their left tackle. He's a pretty good player. Defensively, they like to bring guys off the edge. Number 80 will come off the edge. Number 53 will come off the edge. And they'll bring an inside linebacker some. So I don't really, with us, you have to get in the game, see how they're going to play us, and kind of fill them out. But if they stick with what they've done in most of the games against spread teams, they're going to be in a 3-2 look, and they'll bring some pressure from the outside.
When you look at their front 3 or front 4, whatever alignment they get into, and we decide to go wide or maybe even not throw out wide to the wide receiver and run there, will do their front 3 or 4 cover with some type of speed, or they use their linebackers to take that away from us?
Their outside linebackers, number 80 and number 52, I think it is, or 53. Those guys will try to take care of the stuff coming out on the edges, and their inside linebackers are pretty effective with stuff coming at them. Number 30, played against us last year. He's a pretty good linebacker, J. Rogers.
And looking at just putting the numbers of the 3 leading tacklers from last night's Times Leader article, number 20 is Lonnie Grant, 5'9", 165-pound player with 102 tackles this year. Number 30, C.J. Rogers, we just mentioned, 6'1", 225, good size and good weight, 79 tackles. And number 50, Jacob Doss, 5'7", 215, 76 tackles. So, I know last week we came out maybe exploiting Hart County to see how soft they were on the edge right off the game. Will we do something maybe like that tonight, try to find out where their weaknesses are early?
With them playing as many kids as they're playing, with their tempo, we're going to probably throw some screens out on the edge or make them run. I hope they open up the inside to run the football a little bit. And but with them playing that many kids both ways, our screen game out on the perimeter's got to be good for us. Got to do a good job blocking it. If they try to take that away, then it's going to lead to an inside run box that we should be able to run the football.
And so just looking at maybe what you've seen on film, where do you think we can be the most successful? The short passing game to the outside, or the somewhat deep passing game over the middle, or maybe our running attack developing holes in their line?
If they keep 7, when I say 7, they'll have 3 down guys and then 2 outside linebackers, 2 inside linebackers. They keep those guys in tight and try to cover us. That way, they're trying to take away our run, so we're going to do a good job of throwing the ball short. I feel like, in certain cases, we should be able to get the ball deep on them on certain stuff. And, it'll be a game, as you get in the game, see how they're playing their secondary. If they're playing them up tight on us or how they're going to try to play us. If they're playing off of us, our short stuff should be good.
Well, they, on film, have they shown a bull rush-like tendency on their front 3, front 4?
66 is an old guy. He'll sometimes, try to get into the center and try to bull rush him a little bit. But the other, 42 is more of he's got a little bit more speed. He kind of uses his ability to move a little bit to get past our guys.
Really, the chain should have fairly amount of protection for the most part, unless they do something different. And
we should. They haven't shown anything that we haven't worked on all year long. The situation where our offensive line just got to react to what they're doing. get a good pass set, keep them in front, and the team make plays.
And, again, we know that we'll have the return tonight of Javante Riley. Also gives us another threat with Xavion being able to take over and spell him for a little bit, and his 250, 60 pounds of bruising running ability may take its toll on these kids, too, as well.
Well, that's good that we get Javante back in the lineup. That way we got two guys back there in the backfield. We can get in and out of the game. Two totally different kind of players. Javante's got a good speed, move it, make you miss. Whereas Xavion can get downhill on him pretty quick, and it's hard to tackle that kid when he gets going downhill.
I know you say this week in and week out, David. The team that we have to worry about more than the opposition is our own team and doing well what we know we can do well.
That's the thing we talk about all the time. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You got to be ready to take on that business at this point in the season. You played 11 ball games. You're getting ready to play your 12th game. It's nothing. It's not what they have. It's how we have to do. And we just got to come out ready to play and know that we can score points, know that defensively we can get stops. And we got to do a better job tonight of getting them off the field, and our defense can't be on the field.
You got more lead wire for me, Jordan?
So certainly one of the keys is our ability to get them 3 and out and get our offense back on the field. And when we play fast, I think that really obviously does wear out the other team. And when they've got 6, 7, 8 guys,
I should have said thank you,
continually in the lineup at all times, it's bound to take its toll sometime.
We hope that we can get in a situation where we get some good tempo and get some runs and first down and keep moving the ball and get lined up fast.
What about Javante? Is he playing?
See how they react.
100%?
That's coming out ready to play football tonight.
Our focus this week in practice has been really good. Have you been well pleased with the kids' attention to detail has been this week?
Well, we were off school Monday and Tuesday, so that helped us in the fact that, with the time.
Okay, we are
a lot of film on Monday and get a practice.
16-point favorite?
Same thing on Tuesday. And then yesterday's practice, wasn't as good as Tuesday's practice, but, we got a lot done. We got done before it got dark. We're ready for Pregame tonight.
And we spoke about the injury situation earlier with Javante being able to return to the lineup tonight. The other player that we had some little was Will Bashir, his ankle, and that's, I'm sure, fully healed by now and good to go.
Yeah, he practiced hard all week, so he's ready to go.
And so we haven't had anybody go down and practice at all this week.
No, at this point in the season, we don't really do a lot of – we'll hit, but we don't take anybody to the ground, and we're very careful in trying to make sure we save our guys for Friday night. And, at this point, we don't do a lot of condition. Our condition comes to our practice and, kind of keep our kids' legs ready to go on Friday.
Does it look like that maybe we can take back a kickoff or a punt?
Kickoff returns, we should be good if they kick it deep to, get it to the 20 or so. If they kick it, squib kick, it's going to be difficult to get any kind of return on it probably, but we should end up with a good field position. If they kick it deep, I think we can take one in for a touchdown.
And of course, we always know that we'll have a great crowd out there at Tiger Stadium. Our fans really support this team really well. Any final thoughts, David?
I want to make sure, come out and support. It's going to be a good night to play football. And, it's the second round of the playoffs. It's that time of year where, you're fortunate that you're still playing. And to keep playing, you got to win tonight. And, that's our kids got to understand. Had a guy call me the other day and said, it's got to be bittersweet knowing your season may end. It was going in a week or so. And I said, well, I hope it don't end for 4 more weeks. And, that's the mentality our kids are taking. Also, I'd like to thank Bridgie Miller last week. He fed us at Potty Eye this week. Mr. Bob Hayes and some other gentlemen in town that were going to feed us at Majestic House. And so that's, our team and our staff really appreciate that.
Well, that's fine. I enjoy supporting the team any way I can. And that's going to wrap it up for our show tonight. My thanks to head coach David Barnes for visiting with me. If you can't be at Tiger Stadium for tonight's game, I invite you to listen to the broadcast of the game on WPKY 103.3 The Tiger, or see us on the live stream tonight at WPKYonline.com. Remember, it's the second round of the playoffs. 1 down, 4 to go. Join Dennis Stevens, Jordan Dunn, and myself, as we'll be at the stadium tonight to bring you coverage of the game. For Coach Barnes, this has been Bob Hayes thanking you for listening to the pregame show, and please stay tuned for the broadcast.
It's time now once again for Tiger football right here on 103.3 FM, The Tiger. Sponsors for tonight's broadcast, Little Caesars, Taco John's of Princeton, General Rural Electric, Sanders Gathering, Princeton Drug Company, ABC Finance, McDonald's of Princeton, the Woodall Agency, Price Hughes Incorporated, Caldwell Medical Center, First Southern National Bank, Treasurers Remembered, Farmers Bank and Trust, Princeton Electric Plant Board, Lakota Tina Mexican Restaurant, KFC and A&W of Princeton, Fortner Gas Company, Fredonia Valley Bank, Planners Bank, and Princeton Health and Rehab. Now we go live to the field with Dennis Stevens and Bob Hayes with live coverage of Tiger football right here on 103.3 FM.
And we are at Tiger Stadium. It's round 2 of the Class 3A football playoffs. Tonight, the Caldwell County Tigers take on the Adair County Indians. Dennis Stevens along with Bob Hayes and Jordan Dunn with you here at the stadium tonight. And Bob, this is the step up to where the competition starts getting a little bit tougher. Last week's game is behind us. It was a fairly easy win, a 41-point win to get us into these playoffs tonight. A team that's pretty familiar. We played them last year. The teams combined for 100 points. And it looks like another shootout here at Tiger Stadium tonight.
It's going to come down to a chess match tonight, Dennis. Their offense matched against our defense. Their offense probably is a strong 10, 11-man dominated senior lineup. Our defense, with the exception of 2 players, returns intact this year. And it's how well have we improved, how well have they improved offensively. So it is a chess match, and I know one of the things I think has to play into our favor is the fact that our competition has been so much stronger than their competition. We were looking at who they had played earlier this year, and you just don't have that experience against maybe 2 good teams a year, but we've had that experience against 6, 7, 8 teams this year. So I hope that plays into the equation here, that when we get tested, when they get tested, they may not know how to react. When we get tested, we've been there and pretty well have handled ourselves well at that point this year.
Yeah, we've been respectable against no less than 3 number 1 teams in the state and in the respective classes. So this team is ready tonight. A couple of records, well, a lot of records on the line tonight, but a couple that come to mind before we start this game. A win tonight would be Caldwell County's 400th in school history. So that'll be a big notch on the bid post if they can take care of this one. The other coming up tonight is if they win this game, they make it to the regional championship for the 5th consecutive year, which is the longest streak ever in Caldwell County. So a lot on the line tonight for these Tigers, and they're looking for a shot, a rematch. Not to look ahead, but they're wanting a rematch against Elizabethtown. You know the players do after that ending last year here at Princeton. Early in the game tonight, Elizabethtown already out 13-0 on Paducah Tillman. So the winner of that game plays the winner of this one. But we can't really look forward to that right now because there's a pretty strong Adair County team that comes into tonight 8-3 on the season.
And as they say, you can't look ahead. You can't count your chickens before the eggs hatch. And I think that's so true here. And not to take anything away from Adair County, they do have a potent offensive team. They'll be led by, as I mentioned, seniors throughout the entire lineup, starting off with their quarterback, Chance Melton, who is a threat to run and pass the ball. He's Coach Barnes remarked that not only does he run well and on designated runs, but he scrambles real well on top of that, and a pretty decent passer to go along. And they have an excellent running back in Jordan Lastly, and they have a really, really good player who Coach Barnes says likes to stick his nose in there, and that's number 20, Lonnie Grant. We'll be looking for him this year, or tonight, excuse me. He'll play defense, and he'll also run the ball, and he'll run the tough yards, the inside off-tackle play, and Coach Barnes says this is a new coach for Adair County this year, and they'll line up trips sometime and run option off of trips as they break guys around the quarterback and let him take the pitch or let the quarterback pitch or turn it upfield and try to pick up yards on his own. So our kids really have to play assignment football, and we've done that, I think, pretty well this year. it's not a wing T offense where you really have to key on your assignments, as E-Town still runs the wing T, and not to look ahead, but this will be a good test for us tonight to see if we can stay with our keys, know what's going on, having watched film all week and made any adjustments that we think that we need to do in covering this. And I know one thing that we're going to do right off the bat, Dennis, is we're going to try, since they've got about 6, 7, 8 kids that go both ways, we're going to try to maybe as much as we can. Now, I don't know whether that projects into 4, 5, 6 passes in a row, but once you get a team tired and half a step slow or 1 step slow or 2 steps slow and all the physical beating that they're going to take, it sets up well for us.
We're about 23 minutes away from kickoff here tonight at Tiger Stadium. This is the Farmers Bank and Trust pregame show here on 103.3 The Tiger. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back to look at the offenses for both teams, a little bit more into Adair County's, and also a look at Caldwell County's offense. That comes up in 1 minute. You're listening to the pregame show here on 103.3 The Tiger.
If you've not been to Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods, then you need to go. Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods offers a full line of Troyer fresh cheese and meat. The deli has fresh homemade bread, sweet breads, white, wheat, and sourdough, and it's made fresh daily. Pies and cinnamon rolls made from scratch. You'll find a wide variety of spices, flour, sugar, and cornmeal. You will love the homemade jams and jellies. Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods has a wide variety of gluten-free foods, and you have got to try Mrs. Miller's hand-cut noodles. If you would like to have smoked turkey Thanksgiving meal, just call or stop by, and they will smoke your turkey and have it ready Wednesday. Come out today. Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods, located at 5630 Pleasant Valley Road in Princeton. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, and Saturday, 8 to 4.
And we are back to Tiger Stadium. It's the Farmers Bank and Trust pregame show here on 103.3 The Tiger, also streaming live on WPKYOnline.com. 22 minutes before we kick this one off. Bob, just a couple of more notes on Adair County's offense before we start talking about Caldwell County. Chance Melton, the quarterback, is also, according to their broadcast crew, going to end the season, this basketball season, as Adair County's all-time leading scorer. He's been starting since 7th grade, so a good two-sport star. And also Cameron, lastly, the big 6'2 receiver they have, is getting some looks from Eastern Kentucky University. So this is a team that's got some quality, skilled players on it coming into Caldwell County tonight to take on the Tigers. Now, on the Tiger side of the ball offensively, both of these teams have scored almost 400 points on the season, 396. Ours starts with Shane Burns. Shane's having a phenomenal season, 35 touchdown passes this season to only 7 interceptions. So the offensive line has to give Shane time to throw the ball. And like you said, I think Coach Barnes is going to come out and really defense for Adair County that goes both ways.
Interviewed the head coach from Adair County, or of their two ball little communities there you play multiple sports, and I still like the concept of kids playing more than one.
Absolutely. I've seen both ways on that, and I love that they get a feel of every sport, get their try at it so they don't get burned out. Talked about Milton. The step far into the booth, DT and Gator. Milton tonight runs running for his career, so that's a 40-40 club that not a lot of kids get into in high school football.
Well, exactly, and I know they also mentioned that Adair County has about 20 8th graders playing football, so their pipeline may be empty a little bit next year. I'm not sure how junior, sophomore class level, but they have acquitted themselves well over their career, and the whole in a row, and it falls off. We've won at years next year. I think even the monstrous schedule.
Which poll you look at the playoff.
So it doesn't get easier for us as far as the schedule goes, but we still are hoping and banking on the fact that we play such tough competition that bodes well for us as we go on. As I like to say, starts out as a 5-game season, and the dream continues, having won last week. It's our second Adair, and hopefully we can make it to the next round with a win. Next round with a win tonight, and then anything can happen, as we saw back in 1998.
Absolutely.
I feel like this team is a team of destiny. Dennis, we run the ball well. Our defense, to me, is very, very good. We've got lockdown corners. We've got active line by front four well. Have games under their belt. Gabe East in the safety position with 6 interceptions. We've got strengths that we can throw at teams.
We'll Shane Burns, a great season for Caldwell County, but the coach at receivers line up at any time, of course, led by Zach Gaither. Zach has a go over 960 touchdowns. Zach is the number one target for Shane as he drops back. A lot of those are those quick hit passes that Zach can catch and then turn and do something after the catch. But you've also got Trail Riley, you've got Jameer Riley, Javante, I'm assuming from Coach Barnes, is back 100% healthy for tonight's game after setting out last week against Hart County. Then you've got kids like Derek Hollowell. Oliver Parker has come up with some nice catches. Travis Newsom is a clutch receiver, so no shortage of receivers. If that line gives Burns 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, Shane's probably going to have a high completion rate tonight.
And to Zach's credit, he runs such really well-defined, accomplished routes that getting the ball to him is really Shane delivers a really catchable ball. We've got 2 other kids that can catch it 3 with anybody in crowds. That's Jameer, Trail, Oliver Parker. Travis Newsom have shown that they can catch the ball in crowds and get yards after the catch. So the other thing that I know Coach Barnes alluded to on the pregame show was the fact that we have Javante back, and he's got that burst that once he gets past the line, pretty tough to catch. And then we've got the 260-pound human bowling ball that we can unleash on people, Xavion. And Xavion is really coming into his own. We had a tremendous game against Mayfield. He had 66 yards rushing last week against Hart County after the first carry resulted in a fumble. Shook that off and really helped our game plan. We only ran something like 24 plays last week and got 7 touchdowns, so nobody really had a chance to do anything from a rushing standpoint. It seemed like Shane had 5 touchdown passes, and it was just a very quick night efficiently for our offense.
We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff in tonight's playoff game. It's Caldwell County and Adair County here at Tiger Stadium. Still time for you to get out to the stadium and watch a good ball game tonight between these 2 squads. We're going to take a 1-minute break and be back to take a look at both teams' defenses, so stay tuned for that. You're listening to the Farmers Bank and Trust pregame show, and it's Tiger football here on 103.3 The Tiger.
Who's ready for some Tiger football? I know Taco John's is. Show your Tiger pride. Come into Taco John's on home game days wearing your blue and gold and receive 10% off your meal. Remember Taco John's at our new location at US Highway 62 West in Princeton. Again, don't forget, wear your blue and gold into Taco John's on game days and get 10% off your meal. And let's go Tigers! Community Medical Clinic is proud to announce that we are now able to provide childhood immunizations and are pleased to offer well child examinations. With our extended hours from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., getting an appointment that is convenient for your family has never been easier. Nurse practitioners Beth Devine and Ellery Natton, as well as Juan Ray, are happy to see your children for annual examinations and wellness, as well as when a child or other family member is sick. Call today in Princeton at 365-0227 for an appointment. Community Medical Clinic is located at 310 Hawthorne Street, providing professional care close to your home and close to your heart.
And we're back to Tiger Stadium. It's the Farmers Bacon Trust pregame show here on 103.3 The Tiger. Dennis Stevens, Bob Hayes, Jordan Dunn here at the station. Darren here at the stadium. Darren back at the station tonight. And Bob, before we take a look at the defenses, I've got a brag on our buddy Jordan Dunn and some of the things that we hear during the week. The first stop I made last Saturday morning, stopped in a local restaurant, and the lady behind the counter said she loved watching the live stream and listening to us, but she had to go to work early, but that her mother sits at the kitchen table and watches the live stream every week of these ball games. So that's nice to hear that people are watching us. We see a lot of the numbers come up, but to put it in a personal perspective like I was able to last week is pretty neat. So we give big kudos to Jordan Dunn and the job he does on the live stream here on 103.3 The Tiger, and a lot of people enjoy it. We've had well into the hundreds, 600, 700 before, like the Hardin County game and a couple of others this season. So thank you for watching that, and let Jordan know on Facebook or Twitter that you enjoy what you see on the live stream on WPKYonline.com. And
a couple of things to add to that, Dennis. On my way into the stadium tonight, I went by this fan who congratulated us on a job well done, and she's traveled to all the games this year except North Hardin. She couldn't go up there, so she went out to Taco John's and watched it out there on the live stream.
I've heard the live stream is out there.
And really was pleased with what she saw. And the other thing that had a call today from my twin brother Bill, who lives in Paris, Kentucky. Bill was going to tune in tonight. He's never tuned in before. I have a sister that listens to us all the time in Columbia, South Carolina. So we've got some new listeners coming on stream tonight on the live stream.
Good deal. Well, they're going to have our national anthem. We're going to take a break and be back. You're listening to Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
Being a small-town girl, the one thing I look forward to on Friday night is Tiger football. We can't treat the Tigers, but we can treat you. Hi, I'm Krista Futrell from Princeton Health and Rehab. Have you had surgery from an old injury? Our therapy team offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy up to 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. Still in the comforts of your own rehab suite. We accept Medicare and most major insurances. Don't let that old injury keep you out of the game of life. Call me at 270-365-3541. We're your neighbors. We're your friends. We're Princeton Health and Rehab.
It's that time of year when you like to have a little more light around your home, farm, or business so you can do more things outside. And, of course, light for security. Here's a tip from Dave Lion Electric. Make those lights LEDs. LED bulbs cost more, but they last much longer and cost much less to operate. Penny Line Electric members can enjoy the safety, convenience, and peace of mind with security lights in the backyard, near the back door, in or near out buildings, wherever you need them. For more information, call your friends at Penny Line Electric. Your touchstone, energy cooperative.
At Sanders Gatherings, the magic of Christmas is here. Christmas done the old-fashioned way with simple holiday ideas. At Sanders Gatherings, you will find country trees, garlands, candles, snowman, and Santas, everything to complete your primitive home. Make your Christmas merry and bright, and please join Sandra for the spirit of Christmas. That's Sanders Gatherings, 116 East Main, downtown Princeton.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers in-town delivery, in-store pickup, or a convenient drive-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585.
And we are back to Tiger Stadium. This is the Farmers Bank and Trust pregame show. About 9 minutes left before we kick this one off. The band, another great rendition of the national anthem. And Bob, we do want to take a minute, and we'll start the happy Veterans Day with you. And we salute all the veterans out there listening or watching the live stream tonight for the service that you have committed to our country.
One of the greatest things I think I've ever done, Dennis, it still gives me goosebumps to know that I wore the uniform of my country. what a great feeling that is.
That's some pride, and we appreciate everybody, including you and the others out there tonight that have done that in the past. Our hats off to you. Bob, I want to take a look at the defenses really quick. This pregame is really going quick. We're in the second round of the playoffs tonight. You know, the competition does start to get better. These two teams have scored the same number of points on the season, but defensively, Caldwell County has given up several less points against stiffer competition. So that may be the key tonight. This Adair County team is going to come in. They're not one-dimensional. They're going to throw the ball. They might try running up the middle. They might try to get out wide on you. So Caldwell County has to be ready for anything that they see tonight. That defense can't take a couple of plays off because Adair County can strike just as quickly as our offense.
We cannot go to sleep tonight on defense, Dennis. You're exactly correct. And I do think that our strength this year is maybe a little bit stronger on the defensive side than the offensive side. But we can hit you with so many weapons offensively that by the time you wake up, we've maybe have run 20 plays and put 3 or 4 touchdowns on the board. But the defense is where it happens for us. And again, a key to the game tonight is 3 and outs for Adair County.
Caldwell County's defense, just to show how stingy they are, come into tonight 7-4 on the season, 3 shutouts against Trigg County, Fort Campbell, and back against Crittenden County, but also a couple of games, Bob, where they only gave up 1 score, beat Henderson County 35-6 and Hart County 49-8. So that's 5 ball games that the opposing offensive has scored on 2 possessions. So that's a pretty stingy defense for Caldwell County. They're going to come out tonight ready. You got the defense that's got some tacklers on. I mean, some flat tacklers. Let's turn to that.
We were talking about that on the coaches' quarterback show last week. We had a game last week with Hart County where it was probably 2, 3, 4 people bringing down a Hart County running back throughout the whole game, especially that first drive. So we had a bunch of players last week with 20 tackles, 15 tackles all the way on that. So
you look at the list here. Van Hoosier, 4 tackles. All in the 80s, 70 tackles on the season. So you got some people that can lay a helmet on some opposing players.
And they don't mind hitting. And
Right.
that's you to be a defensive player. You have to be you have to want to hit somebody. And we don't shy away from anybody.
And you talk about that defensive line, and then you've got a good core of linebackers. You've also got some shutdown corners in the Rileys, in Trail and Jameer. Jameer has gone up for some interceptions and some catches the last few games where it's just basically a jump ball in a double team situation.
He is, we've got great athleticism on defense, obviously great athleticism on offense. So we've got a team that can challenge for the Class 3A state championship.
Players are going out for the coin toss right now at midfield. We usually take this time to invite our listeners to join us in prayer as we ask God to protect every student that takes the field tonight, and also to bless the efforts that they do all during the week, not just on Friday night. So we ask God's blessing and protection on the players and the cheerleaders and the band members tonight for all that they do.
And I'll certainly echo that sentiment. We don't want anybody to be injured during this contest tonight, and want to hope that the coaching staff, the officiating staff has a great deal of knowledge, understanding, patience, and wisdom to share with these kids.
Just under 5 minutes left before kickoff on Caldwell County and Adair County captains at midfield for the coin toss. If Caldwell County wins the coin toss, they haven't diverted off of this all season. You expect them to defer to the second half should they win the coin toss. Bob, I'll let you watch on this one.
And Caldwell County has won the toss and will defer to the second half. So Adair County will be receiving the kickoff, and Caldwell County will be going left to right on your radio dial. Adair County with their back to the cab building here when play kicks off here to start the game.
And Bob, one note tonight, I went down before the game. The field is in great condition, but there is a pretty good breeze. The flag is standing out tonight. I don't know that it's enough to really affect a lot of passes tonight, but Adair County will have the wind at their back to start this game as they are going towards the Marion Road end here at Tiger Stadium.
And that's something else. I'm glad you brought that up, Dennis. I was watching. The flag is stiff out here. It's probably a 15, 20 mile an hour wind tonight. So again, I'm looking at our crowd. We have probably I would say it's a late arriving crowd because we're only 2 minutes from kickoff here.
Yeah, still a lot of seats available here at Tiger Stadium. Adair County did bring a pretty good crowd on what the fellow announcers at the far end of the booth said was about a 3-hour drive to get here tonight. So a long way for Adair County as Caldwell County comes out of the tunnel as they take the field. 3 minutes left in the Farmers Bank and Trust pregame show. Bob, I want to take this time. We've talked about both teams. Let's give a mention, a busy week, and a lot of awards given out late in the fall sports season like this. I do want to mention 3 things. The Caldwell County Gold Squads swept the Jamboree titles this past Saturday and Sunday here at Tiger Stadium. The Caldwell County 3rd and 4th graders won the title game 25-6 over Union County Blue, and then Caldwell routed Union 30-0 to win the 5th and 6th grade championships. So congratulations to both Caldwell County Gold Squads. Also, Caldwell County High School volleyball player Carly Peak named first team All-State this week, and that's an honor that doesn't come along very often for anybody in high school sports to be named first team All-State. So congratulations to Carly Peak. And Kentucky High School State golf champion Cullen Brown has been named the first region golfer of the year by the Kentucky Golf Coaches Association.
And I think also Will Taylor was mentioned as honorable mention, All-State in the golfing category. And that's something that our school can be proud of. And something that I want to say, a county with 13,000 people consistently puts a championship football team out there year after year after year. And it's the tradition of Caldwell County football, and these young kids that are in the 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th grade bring as they start out early, they get they're successful, as just having mentioned their wins in the Jamboree Bowl last weekend, and the Tigers of tomorrow is exactly what they are, and they grow and come and continue that tradition. So we have an excellent football program here at Caldwell County.
A great feeder system, and not only one person doing it, but we do want to give a big shout out to Steve Kukihiko, who leads that department. And I saw him Saturday at the downtown, and he said there was big crowds out here for it. So congratulations to them. That's going to do it for us on the Farmers Bank and Trust pregame show. Kickoff underway here as Caldwell puts it in play, received at the 15-yard line, up the middle, still on his feet, kind of bunny hops all the way across the 35 as we get this one underway. Adair County takes it right up the middle. It'll be spotted at their own 38-yard line, where they'll have it 1st and 10 as we kick this one off.
And you're right. He was running on his 2 feet and 1 hand for about 10 yards there.
Yeah,
Dennis, just about, if he'd regained his momentum, he may have gotten a lot longer down the field. Had a wide open hole.
Adair County will go to the huddle, but they're not one-dimensional. They do put 2 backs in the backfield. They have 1 receiver split. Tight end in motion to the other side. Quarterback is Chance Milton, number 9. Milton hands off to the second back, threw up across the 40, the 45, and pulled down near the 48-yard line. It's going to be very close to a 1st down. And I think it's going to be a little bit short. They'll give him 9 yards on the carry, where it'll be 2nd down and 1 for Adair County.
2nd and 1 for the Indians.
Bob, a quick hit right up the middle by the second back.
And that's one thing that it's a chess match right now. We're just feeling them out, and they hit us for a 9-yard gain on that first play.
Now they split it with 2 receivers each side. They bring 1 in motion. Handoff is up the middle, gets across the 50, and into Caldwell County territory will be 1st down for Adair County. They will show a lot of different formations because they do like to run the ball, but they can throw it. The Adair County quarterback has a touchdown to interception ratio that's similar to Shane Burns. Adair County now puts 3 receivers to the far side, 1 back in the backfield. Isolated receiver on the left side, covered by Trail Riley. Milton drops back, pass is complete across the 45, and down to about the 43-yard line. So Melton takes it to number 80. That's Dylan Freeman, another senior. And, Bob, you mentioned it in our pregame show, a senior-laden squad is this Adair County team. And that makes a big difference in playoff time.
And as we said earlier, they'll do about 50. They'll run 50% passes, 50% runs. They've now had 2 runs and 1 pass.
Adair brings 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Extra tight end. Lastly goes in motion. Handoff is to the first back through, and nice gang tackle led by number 32. That's Hunter Van Hoosier. Baker also in on the tackle for Caldwell County, as was Gray. So we talked about these guys that can hit and have the big tackle totals on the season added to it right there.
And there was a yard loss on that carry.
It's going to be 3rd down and 6 now for the Indians. Isolated receiver near side. They bring tight end in motion. Stops on the left side. 2 backs in the backfield with Melton. Snap is back. Melton drops back, looks down the field, batted down at the line of scrimmage. 4th down for Adair County with 10:15 left in the first quarter. Bob, I thought that thing was batted, and it looked like somebody tried to take off running, but the referee did signal that one incomplete.
I saw the ball get hit, and after that it disappeared into a group of people, and I didn't know whether somebody had hung on to it. It obviously drifted to the ground, but it looked like a scrum going on down there for a second.
Adair in punt formation with Trell Riley back along with Gabe East. Punt is up. Wobbly kick. It's going to take a bounce and kind of dig in. Not much roll on it, but it is going to pin Caldwell County inside their own 15-yard line. The nose of the ball should be right on the 15. So Shane Burns will bring his offense out, and it'll be 1st down Caldwell County from their own 15-yard line. No score early in this one. 10:04 left in the first quarter.
And we're already set in our lineup, so this is what we want to try to do is make them wear themselves down a little bit here, see what we can do.
3 receivers to the left, Gaither isolated on the right. Burns, quick hit to the far sideline. It's complete up across the 20. Burns to Newsom on the completion, picks up good yardage on 1st down. They'll gain about 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Tigers. Quick hit right over to Newsom. Good blocking by the other receivers on that side. Now they switch it up, 3 receivers to the near side. Newsom, the lone receiver, far side. Quick hit this way to Zach Gaither. It's complete at the 18. Gaither breaks the tackle, gets up across the 25. And that should be a 1st down for Caldwell County. See where the spot's going to come up. I think it's going to be plenty. 27-yard line on the completion. Nice run after the catch, as usual, by Zach Gaither. Burns quickly takes it. Handoff is up the middle, and that was Javante Riley. Not much there for Javante on the play. He might pick up a yard on the carry. 2nd down and 9. Like you said, Bob, Caldwell County not taking any time offensively. They're trying to wear this Adair County team down quickly. Burns in the backfield, good protection, drops back. Now he finds a hole, breaks down, and goes up across the 30.
Burns on the keeper up the middle. He brings it to about the 32-yard line.
And it'll be spotted at the 32.
We'll bring up 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 for Caldwell County. Burns has 3 receivers to the left. Statue of Liberty to Javante Riley up across the 35, pulled down as he nears the 40. That should be enough for a 1st down. Sorry, Bob, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Adair County's taking some wide splits on their defensive line. They've got 5 yards between the nose guard and the tackles out there, and so we're trying to maybe see what we can do up the middle on that.
3-man front by Adair County. Burns drops back. Plenty of time. Now he gets a little bit of a rush. Still got time. Scrambles complete at the 48 into Adair County territory. That's number 8. Travis Newsom on the catch. Good job by Burns to keep that play alive. Did the scrambling. Pocket started to collapse on the left side. Burns tucked in. scrambled a little bit, found Newsom just across midfield.
17-yard pass play on that attempt from Shane to Travis.
First down, Tigers at the Adair County 44. Handoff is to Javante Riley up across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. Nice quick hit by Javante Riley. That's the two dimensions that Caldwell County has in that running game. They can bust it up the middle with some power on Xavion Henderson, or that quick first step by Javante Riley. So far tonight, it's all Riley in the backfield with Burns. Three receivers to the left. Handoff again to Javante Riley. Finds a hole, spins up across the 30, and pulled down at the 27-yard line, where it'll be another Caldwell County first down. Very quick-paced drive by the Tigers with 7:42 left in the first quarter.
And you're right. They're probably 6 seconds between plays here.
Javante Riley again takes it right up the middle, gets it to about the 25, short gain. As we said, Caldwell County going against the wind here in this first quarter.
2nd and 8 for the Tigers.
And I'm not going to sing any Bob Seger with that. We'll just say that it's against the wind. Burns takes it over to Javante Riley. It's a swing pass complete, but he's going to lose some yardage on that one. Read very well by Adair County. They had Javante covered, and he'll go down and make it third down and long for Caldwell County. I think they brought him back all the way to the 28-yard line, so third down and 11. Under 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Three receivers to the near side, led by Zach Gaither, the widest. Newsom far side isolated. Burns looks down the field, zips it over the middle, and almost picked off.
Burns' pass is incomplete.
Incomplete, looking for Gaither, but Bob, that one had interception written all over it. It just bounced off the chest plate, I think, of the Adair County player.
Adair County had two chances to intercept that. The one that broke in front of our receiver, and he knocked it up in the air, and the other kid dove for it and just barely missed it.
Fourth down for Caldwell. We're going to keep the offense on the field. Burns takes it back, looks to the corner. He's got an open man in Trail Riley. It's complete at the 5. All the way down before Riley is pushed out of bounds. Nice touch on the pass by Shane Burns, and great concentration with a defender closing in on Trail Riley. He hauled it in and was pushed out of bounds immediately at the 4.
He knew he was going to get hit on that play and made a catch. A great effort on that part by Trail.
First and goal for the Tigers. They hand off to Javante's tripped up going across the 5 and maybe picked up a yard on the play. So we might see big Xavion Henderson in on this. They're going to stick with Javante Riley. Three receivers near side. Newsom, a lot of room on that far. Handoff is to Javante Riley. Walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Caldwell County. 3-yard run by Javante Riley. Caps off an 85-yard drive as Caldwell County gets on the board with 6:05 left in the first quarter. Tigers 6-0 over Adair County as Nichols comes out to try the extra point. Boyce Nichols comes on to try to tack one on for the Tigers. Good drive there by Caldwell County. Snap is down, kick is up. Plenty of distance. Let's see if it is good, and it is. So with 6:05 left in the first quarter, it's Caldwell County 7, Adair County nothing. Back in 30 seconds, this is Tiger football on 103.3 The Tiger.
ABC Finance is holding a food drive for their friends now through December 16th. For every non-perishable item donated, you'll be entered into a drawing for a $50 gift card, and a total of 4 gift cards will be given away. ABC Finance would like to make your Christmas merry with a stress-free holiday loan that's easy to handle. So, with the holidays approaching soon, be sure to see ABC Finance for a Christmas loan with no payment until January. Call ABC Finance at 270-365-7444 or stop by the office at 430 Highway 62 West, the Princeton Plaza, and have the best holiday ever.
We are back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County takes the early lead 7-0. A 3-yard run by Javante Riley to cap off a great drive, a quick-paced drive by the Tigers. Took a little over 4 minutes. Nichols set to put the ball in play. Kick is up. It's going to be fielded at about the 13-yard line. Then Adair gets up across the 20, the 25, found some open room, and a shoestring tackle at the 35. That tackle was by Dylan Cavanaugh, and it may have saved a very long return. So Adair County will have decent field position as they'll start this drive at their own 35-yard line. How much? And Elizabethtown leads Paducah Tillman 33-6 at halftime. So looking much like if Caldwell County wins this game, a trip to Elizabethtown in the works next Friday night. But you have to take care of business here first. Caldwell County on defense. Puts Russell Brandon in motion to cover it. Adair tries to stretch it to the far side. Short gain on the play, maybe 2. Good pursuit there by the Tigers across the field. And Bob, of all the defensive players, we didn't mention Russell Brandon, but he's played about as well as anybody as of late. Made some big hits at Mayfield.
He's had an outstanding season.
Ball spotted at the, let's call it the 38-yard line of Adair County. Pickup of 3, second down and 7. Snap back and a handoff up the middle. Gets across the 40. Baba really didn't take a look at the size of that offensive line, but looking at it, they packed some good size in. 260, 215, 225, 201, and 285. So some good size by Adair County on that offensive line.
And a lot of those kids on the offensive line go both ways on defense. So that's one of the areas maybe we can wear them down a little bit.
Another stat you see besides that weight is all of them SR, all of them seniors on that line. Third down and about 3 for Adair County. Milton keeps it, goes up the middle. He picks up the first down. He's got some open room, being chased by Brandon, far sideline, pulled down at the Caldwell County 35-yard line. Design quarterback keeper up the middle for Milton, and he picks up big yardage, a first down for Adair County down into Caldwell County territory at the 35-yard line.
23-yard run that time by the senior quarterback, Chance Milton, for Adair County.
So we talked about the athleticism of Milton. He showed it on that play. So he'll bring his offense up to the line, 1st and 10. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side with the extra tight end. Milton takes a snap, drops back. Now he's going to roll this way. Goes over the middle, well overthrown. He had a man that had a step on Jameer Riley, but well overthrown, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down for Adair County. Bob, it was pretty nice coverage. You can't ever rule out Jameer Riley on the play. It may look like a receiver has a step on him, but Jameer, one of the fastest players on the field, and he's shown great leaping ability the last few weeks.
And that was a nice thrown ball. It was just probably about 2-3 yards over the receiver's head, but our coverage was outstanding. If it's down lower, we probably intercept that ball.
Caldwell County expecting run. Second back through, gets it up across the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and long for Adair County. They get it down to the 32, where it'll be 3rd down and 7 with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Caldwell County leads this one 7-0. The Indians break the huddle. They do huddle every play. Adair has a pretty brisk wind, 10 to 15 miles an hour at their back right now. 3 receivers set to the near side. Milton looks, lob to the corner again, overthrown. And Bob, you got to wonder a little bit if that wind is affecting those last couple of passes, because he's tried to lob them in over a Caldwell County defender, and they've been at least 3 to 5 yards overthrown the last 2 plays.
I think the wind is a factor, Dennis, and I think the fact that we've got tight coverage on these guys and the quarterback sees that has probably had some impact on those balls being overthrown.
Yeah, that coverage there by Gabe East, and Gabe's a great defender this season, leads the team with 6 interceptions on the year. He had good coverage on the Adair County receiver. Now the Indians put 2 receivers each side with 1 back in the backfield. They haven't shown any motion this drive. Incomplete on the pass by Milton. Nice coverage down there by number 22. Again, East on the coverage. So it's going to be fourth down, or excuse me, that was fourth down. It's going to be a change of possession on the turnover on downs as Caldwell County comes out, and they'll take over at the 32-yard line with 3:30 left in the first quarter. Good defensive stand there by the Tigers. Goose egg on the board for the Indians so far in this quarter. Burns takes it, hands off to big Xavion Henderson. And Henderson may have picked up maybe a half a yard on the play, not much. Tackled quickly by the Indians. Gaither brings the play in from the sidelines. Xavion Henderson stays in the backfield. 3 receivers set to the right. Newsom isolated to the left. Jameer trailed Zach to the right. Burns looks this way. Over the middle, complete to Jameer Riley at the 37. Gets up across the 40 before he's brought down. Nice gain on the play. Makes third down a lot more manageable as Caldwell County will have it at their own 40-yard line. Third down and 2 now for Caldwell County.
8-yard completion that time from Shane to Jameer.
Hand off to Henderson. He's met in the backfield. He's going to come up with a loss on the play. That'll drive it back for Caldwell County to about the 38-yard line. Henderson did all he could on that one, Bob, but as soon as he tried to take a step, he had a couple of white jerseys in his face. So a quick 3 and out for Caldwell County as Burns will stay in to take care of the punt duties. Clock ticking with 2:12 left in the first quarter. Very fast-paced first quarter here tonight at Tiger Stadium. The winner of this one looks like they're going to be facing Elizabethtown. They hold a 33-6 lead on Paducah Tillman at the half. Burns with the kick, end over end, bounces about the 35, takes a big Caldwell County bounce inside the 30 and down at the 28-yard line. So, Bob, that was a pretty good change of field there, especially against that 10 to 15 mile an hour wind.
It was a 34-yard punt that time by Shane and punting away from their deep guy and probably had about 10 yards of roll on that ball.
So the Tiger defense back out on the field. Melton breaks the huddle for Adair County as Caldwell County leads this one 7-0. An opening 85-yard drive for Caldwell County, capped off by Javante Riley's 3-yard run. Melton calls for the snap. Second back through, takes it up near the 30, short gain maybe to the 31-yard line. Number 48, Mac Engelbright, in on the tackle for Caldwell County as the clock ticks down to about a minute and a half left now in the first quarter. Still a pretty decent crowd here tonight, Bob. Not packed by any means, but still a pretty good crowd on a cool night, perfect night for football here at Caldwell County. Just a little bit on the breezy side, but aside from that, you can't ask for much better in mid-October, or mid-November, rather.
Perfect game conditions.
Milton keeps it again up the middle. Stops short of a first down as he gets it up to about the 41-yard, or the 36-yard line, excuse me. Derek Lamb on the tackle for Caldwell County. Ball spotted at the 36, third down and 2 for the Indians. Here's where Caldwell County has really excelled so far in this first quarter, Bob. See if they can put the stop on this one.
Another key play for us to maybe halt any drive that Adair may have underway.
Looks like a run. One receiver is it, split wide to the right. Second back through, gets the handoff, and it's going to be close as Caldwell stops the run at about the 39. Bob, it's going to be close. I think it looks from here like they've probably got the first down. They do signal first down to move the change. Pretty nice stand by the Tiger defense, just about half a yard past the first down marker. Gives the Indians first and 10. That could be the last play of the first quarter, as it looks like the teams will go to the sideline. So after one quarter of play, it's Caldwell County 7, Adair County 0. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY. We'll be back in 1 minute.
You love McDonald's all-day breakfast.
Yes.
But you don't love that you can't get all your favorites all day.
No.
But now you're going to love that you can get more all day. Like McGriddles and biscuits and McMuffin sandwiches. Which means you'll have to find something else to not love.
Okay.
Like broken grocery carts. Or when your smoke alarm battery dies at 3 a.m.
Stop! What happened?
Or songs that combine two styles of music that don't go together. Get more choices you love, now with McDonald's All-Day Breakfast. McDonald's All-Day Breakfast menu varies by location.
This is Fred Foltz at the Woodall Agency in Princeton. We have served the small business owners of this area for over 100 years. Do you have trouble understanding liability or workers' comp insurance? Are your insurance premiums spiraling out of control? Whether you're a furniture store on Main Street, a plumber or electrician, or a locally owned bank or car dealer, we have a policy for you. We are the business insurance experts. Give me a call at 365-5541. You'll be good.
We're back at Tiger Stadium getting ready to kick off the second quarter. Caldwell County leads this one 7-0. Adair County will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Bob, a very clean played game, knock on wood tonight so far, not a penalty won in the first quarter. Melton calls a signal. Handoff, fakes a handoff. It's a keeper by Melton. Gets up across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. So kind of a wing T set on that one. You don't know what Adair County is going to throw out there. They run everything, I guess. You see, we've seen more formations tonight out of Adair County than we've seen in a game all season long by any team.
It looks like they pretty well maybe have shifted to a ground game, Dennis, as opposed to the air game. They're 1 out of 5 through the air.
So they look like they're setting 3 receivers far sideline, 1 backfield for Melton. Blitz by Caldwell County picked up. Melton drops it to the far sideline. It's complete at the 28, and it looks like he's going in. Touchdown for Adair County. No flags that I can see on the play. So a big hit by Adair County puts them on the scoreboard with 11:06 left in the first half. Bob, a pretty nicely thrown ball by Melton. Dropped that right into the arms of his receiver down the sideline.
And they only had 1 receiver out on that play. It was a well-thrown ball, and maybe throwing into that end of the field is obviously better than Caldwell County will have the win maybe in their face in their next drive.
Snap is back, kick is up on the extra point, blocked. That's number 24, Dylan Gray, on the block for Caldwell County, so it preserves the lead for the Tigers. But Adair County gets on the board with 11:06 left in the first half. It's Caldwell 7, Adair 6. Back in 30 seconds, this is Tiger football, a 103.3 The Tiger.
New car and truck buyers, listen up. It's the time of year that the 16s are rolling out and the 17s are rolling in. At Tri-Seas Incorporated, we offer 7 new American car lines to choose from, awesome trade-in allowances, end-of-the-year model rebates, and great financing options. Some people think they have to go out of town for a great deal. We think shopping in Princeton, Kentucky at Tri-Seas Incorporated might just be the best decision you ever make. Give Trice a try before you buy. And as always, if we don't have what you're looking for on our lot, we'll find it for you. Tri-Seas Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Back to Tiger Stadium. 11:06 left in the first half. Caldwell leads this one 7-6. Big pass play from Melton to Lastly puts Adair County on the scoreboard, but the extra point blocked by Dylan Gray as Adair County puts this one into play. Onside kick is covered by Caldwell County, so they'll get good field position to start this one. I think that was Englebright on the, let's see who that was.
Yeah, Matt.
Englebright was right. Englebright with the cover for Caldwell County, so the Tiger offense will come out 1st and 10 from their own 38. Shane Burns will have a pretty good breeze at his back for the first possession of the second quarter. Caldwell puts empty backfield, 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Burns drops back, gets good protection over the middle. He's got a man, Jameer Riley, at the 45, still on his feet, up at the 42 line. I think his forward progress will take him to the 42. Nice route by Jameer Riley as Caldwell County sent everybody on that one. Adair County brought a four-man rush. Caldwell County able to hold it out, give Shane plenty of time to look over the field at all five receivers. Now Caldwell County has the trip set to the far side, and the first penalty of the night is going to be a jump on Adair County. So the Indians will give Caldwell County 5 yards the easy way. It'll be first down and 5 for Burns with 10:47 left in the quarter.
On that first play of this drive, Dennis, a 20-yard pass to Jameer on that last play.
Two receivers each way. Javante Riley takes the handoff from the backfield, gets through the hole across the tripped up at the 17, 18-yard line. Nice quick hit by Javante Riley. And Bob, that looked like a huge hole.
A big hole.
Great job of that offensive line to open that one up for Javante Riley.
And that was a 20-yard run on that play.
Two receivers each way, handoff again to Riley, bounces out, takes it out to the outside on the left, up to the 15-yard line on the play. So I'll pick up 3 more for Javante Riley. The hole up the middle closed up. Javante able to bounce it to the outside and still pick up positive yardage. 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. Trips to the right. Burns looks to the corner. I think he wanted Gaither in the corner. Now he has to scramble. Comes over and throws this one out of bounds. Smart play by Burns as he felt some pressure from the back.
Burns' pass is incomplete.
They were able to go to that well pretty often last week against Hart County before they figured it out, as he hit Zach Gaither for 4 touchdown passes last week. That one closed up, well covered by Adair County. Burns did the smart thing, lived to fight another day, and just threw that one out of bounds. 3 receivers near side. Jameer, Trail. Burns drops back, screen pass is broken up, incomplete.
Burns' pass is incomplete.
There was also Newsom on the near side in that formation, but incomplete. 4th down for Caldwell County after a couple of big 20-yard hits. Caldwell County's kind of stalled right here at the 15-yard line. They're going to keep the offense on the field and go for this one with 9:56 left in the second quarter. 4th down and 7 for the Tigers. Burns takes it, drops back over the middle, and ran into a player. The flags do come out. It's going to be pass interference as he was looking for Zach Gaither. Gaither running the route, looking at the ball. Defender got right in the way and took him down right as the ball was about to get to him. Flags came out from every direction, so that one will be against Adair County. Pass interference is the call against Adair County. It'll be first down and goal for the Tigers.
They're going to mark it on the about the 8, or
it looks like about the 7-yard line. We'll call it the 7. First and goal for Caldwell County. Burns in the shotgun with Javante Riley. Burns drops back, hit over to Gaither at the 6. Gaither tripped up just before the goal line down to the 1, where it'll be 2nd and goal for Caldwell County with 9:38 left in the first half. Caldwell County knocking on the door of their 2nd score of the night. Tigers quickly to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers each way with Javante Riley in the backfield. Burns under center, something you never see. Snap is back. Burns wasn't expecting it. Hit the ground. He was able to pick it up, but it's a busted play for Caldwell County. Bob, I'm not sure if that's only the first time we've seen Burns under center that I can remember all season. Kind of stood up. The ball was snapped. Burns didn't realize it as the ball hit the ground. He was able to reach down and pick it up.
We dodged the bullet then, Dennis, that's for sure.
Lost a little bit of yardage on the play. It's still 3rd down and goal. Burns hands off to Trail Riley, still on his feet, but pushed far sideline, see if he gets through. Does break through. Touchdown, Trail Riley.
Is there a flag on the play?
Is there a flag down? You got to suspect it's probably holding against Caldwell County on a play like that, as that play was shut down for Trail Riley on that far sideline on the sweep. Trail tried to reverse fields. And it is against Caldwell County, so you can take the points back off the board. I'm not sure if he signaled hold or a legal block, but it's going to be 10 yards against Caldwell County, as it'll be 3rd down and goal this time from the 15-yard line. 3rd down and goal for the Tigers, but a long way to the house on 3rd and goal. 2 receivers each side for Burns. He drops back, looks to the left corner. Fade pass over to Javante Riley is incomplete. Adair County had that one covered well as Javante ran into a double team in the left corner. And with the wind behind their back, Bob, they're going to bring out Nichols on the field goal attempt. This one's going to snap from the 15, so set at about the 22, should be around a 32-yard field goal. And that's where they'll spot this one, a 32-yard attempt by Boyce Nichols. Wind at his back, snap is down, kick is up, plenty of distance, and it's good. 32-yard field goal for Nichols puts Caldwell County up 10-6 on Adair County. That score comes with 8:24 left in the first half. And Bob, we'll keep it right here and talk about the wind just a little bit that affected some plays here in the first half. We've seen the wind get under a few passes from Adair County where they overthrew the ball. Both teams have seemed to play better into the wind tonight, but that one, Nichols had about a 15-mile-an-hour breeze at his back and able to nail that one easily from 32 yards.
And he's been kicking so efficiently the last 3 or 4 games. That ball was not broken off its path by the wind at all, and a solid kick. That ball would have been good from 45 probably.
So a good job by Nichols. Increases Caldwell County's lead back out to 4 now at 10-6. Nichols will kick off. Ball teed at the 40. Kick is in the air. Very deep kick this time inside the 10. Fielded at the 6 by Adair County. They bring it out across the 15, 20. Right up. A big hit there by Caldwell County's
46. 40.
42. De'Aaron Hamilton.
Let him up.
Both those players, I think, left their feet at some point in that tackle. A huge collision. Ball spotted at about the 26-yard line. I think both players go back to their own sideline doing a little bragging on what they did on that play, but it was a whale of a hit.
Or try to catch their breath.
Shake the cobwebs out, maybe.
Exactly.
So Adair County will come out 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Melton keeps it. Picks up a couple, brought down at about the 29-yard line.
He takes it to about the 29-yard line.
Bob, one thing about Adair County, they're a very patient offense because a play like that is just indicative of what they've done tonight. Melton took it, waited for his 2 backs to come in, helped give him a little extra blocking through there, picked up not a lot of yards, but a very patient run by Melton.
He was looking and dodging and darting and was able to get 3 basically on his own.
7:43 left in the first half. Stay tuned for the Caldwell Medical Center halftime report. Bob Hayes will have all the first half stats. Melton takes it, hands off, and nice tackle there by Caldwell County. They stopped that one. No gain on the play. Ball still at the 29-yard line. Will Bashir on the tackle for Caldwell County. Good hit there by Bashir. So it's a 3rd down and long for Adair County. 3rd down and 7 for maybe a stood up for. Looks to the near sideline. It's complete, and the receiver goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That's number 15, the big receiver for them, Cameron Lashley, 6'2", 175. He was wide open. Had he not slipped, he probably could have picked up another 5 to 8 yards. But it goes out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. And we talked about the folks watching on the live stream tonight. Already 100 people watching tonight on the live stream on WPKYonline.com. We welcome all of you to the game tonight here at Tiger Stadium. 3 receivers near side for Adair. Keeper by Melton. He gets up across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. He'll pick up about 3 on the play. Number on run.
Exactly.
Left. 2 receivers each side. Lastly in the backfield with Melton. Now they put number 28 in motion. Handoff is up the middle. Gets to about the 45 before Pancho Rosales in on the tackle for Caldwell County. Stops that one. It'll be 3rd and about 5. Good play by Rosales.
Another key coming up for the Tigers.
And just a run by a high school team, and Adair County making the best of it so far. Melton drops back, throws into coverage. That one's broken up. Nice coverage over there by Van Hoosier and East. So it'll bring up 4th down. Melton tried to went into double coverage on the far sideline. Good coverage over there by the Tigers. So Caldwell County will get the ball back. They drop back East and Trail Riley. Adair will punt this one against a pretty good breeze with 5:19 left in the first half. Snap is back. Kick is up. High spiral kick, bounces at the 34-yard line, rolls down inside the 25, and it'll be down at the 24-yard line, where Caldwell County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line as the Tigers lead this one 10-6. Flag is down on the play. Let's see if Caldwell County appears to be against Adair. Let's see if they want to re-kick. Or are they going to call this one against Caldwell County? He's turned around like he's going to mark this one off. The Tigers are walking back towards their own goal line, so it is against Caldwell County. And was it a personal foul? Because they marked off 15. Had to be a personal foul called.
Penalty against the Tigers for a personal foul will move the ball back.
So Caldwell County will start from their own 9-yard line after the personal foul, after the kick. So a long way to the house for Caldwell County, but they started the first play of the first drive of the game from their own 15. Burns drops back to his goal line, lets it rip complete at the 20 to Zach Gaither. Looked like a little face mask, no flag on the play, as Gaither will get it forward progress to about the 21. There is a flag down at the 20. Looked like Zach's helmet kind of snapped sideways on the play. Let's see what the flag is. And it is face mask against Adair County.
Penalty against Adair County for face mask.
So that'll take it up.
Dennis, I've got a that was an inadvertent face mask.
Penalty moves it up to the 25. 1st down for Caldwell County, where they get a little breathing room away from that goal line. Burns now gets a little bit of pressure, swings it over this way to Trail Riley, complete at the 26. Gets up to about the 27, maybe the 28 before he's brought down.
On the stop, number 28, Jordan Lashley.
We're going to mark it at the 29, maybe?
3 to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Tigers.
Well, we'll call it the 29-yard line.
And that, who was the receiver on that one?
Trail Riley with the catch on that one, as Caldwell County puts 3 receivers to the far side. Newsom alone on the left. Big Xavion Henderson in the backfield with Shane. And put Xavion in motion. Little safety valve on this side. Burns looks to him. Now he comes to Xavion. And a low pass, not able to bend down to get that one. As Xavion, it's incomplete at the 29. Bob Shane's getting some pretty good protection back here, but it's pretty nice coverage by Adair County. They've got some quality kids in that defensive secondary.
And they don't seem like they've lost, we're hoping that they lose a step, half a step, but they still look really fresh out there, Dennis.
2 receivers each way. Javante Riley back in the backfield for the Tigers. Burns takes a snap, drops back, 3-man rush, 4-man rush now for Adair. Rolls it out complete, and that's to Trail Riley, short of the first down before he's pushed out of bounds. He'll be knocked out at about the 33-yard line. And Burns will stay on to punt as Caldwell County gets away from danger by their own end zone. But the drive stalls, and Caldwell County will kick this one away with 3:56 left in the first half. Burns with the wind at his back on this punt. 4th and 7 for Caldwell County. Burns with the kick. Goes off the side of his foot. And it's going to be not much on that one. Referee still walking. They're going to call it out of bounds at the Caldwell County 40-yard line. So a very short shanked kick by Shane Burns. Sure, he tried to angle the sideline, get that wind at his back, but goes off the side of his foot. So Adair County will come out with great field position here toward the end of the second quarter. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Milton's going to come out, play calling for 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Trail Riley on isolated coverage on the left side. Milton takes it back, looks deep, pump fake, and it's going to be well overthrown. Nice coverage there, double coverage actually by Caldwell County.
Dylan Cavanaugh.
You had East and Dylan Cavanaugh and Gabe East on the coverage. I don't think there's any way Milton could have lofted that one in between those 2 players. Ends up going over everybody's head.
I think you could safely say he threw that ball away.
I think so.
Because the 2 guys were really in close coverage. And
we thought early in the season Gabe East might have a chance at that interception record as he got those 6 interceptions fairly quick in the season. Been kind of stalled on that for a few weeks. He'd like to get out of the blocks again and pick one off here tonight. Milton comes out. 2 receivers split each way with 1 back in the backfield. Milton with the option, pursued by Hunter Van Hoosier. Nice tackle. Flag goes down on the play. Did he throw a flag or was he just marking? No, there's a flag down. Hunter Van Hoosier with a nice tackle. Let's see what the call is. Tackle was made at the 43-yard line. Personal foul, horse collar against Caldwell County.
Penalty is a personal foul against the Tigers.
So a bad break for the Tigers. A blow to the head. Did they call a blow to the head or a horse collar?
I didn't see.
I thought Hunter made a great tackle. Looked like he had him wrapped up everywhere. So the ball after the penalty is going to be spotted all the way down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Adair County, as we close in on 3 minutes left to go in the first half. 2 backs in the backfield with Milton. Second back through, picks it up, and not much there. Caldwell County shuts that one down quickly. Number 35 on the tackle is Bashir. Good wrap up there by Will Bashir for Caldwell County. 2nd down and 9 for the Indians. Down under 3 minutes left in this first half. Caldwell leads this one 10-6. 2 receivers split, 1 each side. Handoff is up the middle. Big tackle there. I think that's Hunter Van Hoosier. Pancho Rosales shut that one down. No gain. Well, they gave him a pretty favorable spot, Bob. I didn't think that one picked up any. They gave him about a yard on the play. 3rd down and 8 now for Adair County. Ball spotted just outside the 25-yard line. It looked like the guys wrapped that one up a whole lot quicker than that spot. I know it's just a yard, but goodness, you can't get to the ball much quicker than Caldwell County's line did on that one.
Good pursuit on that play, and I think our defense is getting to understand what their offense is doing.
Snap back to Milton. Milton looks over the middle. High, incomplete. And nice coverage again by Caldwell County. Hunter Van Hoosier back for the Tigers. Intended for Big Lastly. It's a 6'2" target, goes over his head, so it's incomplete. 4th down. Adair County has the wind against them right now. Let's see if they decide to keep the offense on the field or try the field goal attempt. In the huddle, they're going to keep the offense out. 4th down and 8 from the Caldwell County 25-yard line. 3 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left for Adair County. Caldwell needs a big stand on this one. Snap is back. Melton looks to the corner, throws it, and it's over the head of Lastly, incomplete down at the 10-yard line. And the turnover on downs will give it back to the Tigers. Nice play by that Caldwell County defense. 1:47 left in the first half as Burns will come back out and try to put something on the board in the last 2 minutes. Caldwell County has it 1st and 10 from their own 25 to start this drive. 1:47 to work with. 3 receivers split to the left. Burns quickly to the right side. That's complete to Gaither up at the 33-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see if Caldwell uses a timeout. Clock still ticking down to a minute and a half.
38, Justin Miller. Gain of 8.
Caldwell goes with 2 receivers split to the left, 2 to the right. Javante Riley in the backfield with Burns. Burns drops back. Deep drop, good protection. Now he's going to scramble and be brought down at the 30-yard line. Again, great coverage by Adair County on these Caldwell County receivers. Nobody for Burns to take it to.
3 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 for Caldwell County as the sack brings it back to the 30-yard line. Caldwell lost 3 on the play. Under a minute left here in the first half. A reminder, the Caldwell Medical Center halftime report comes your way. Bob Hayes with all the first half stats. Burns drops back, gets some pressure. Now he comes near side looking for Javante Riley over his head.
Burns' pass is incomplete.
Incompletion stops the clock with 42 seconds left on the clock. 4th down for Caldwell County. And Burns will stay in to try to get a little bit more on this one than that last one, Bob.
Well, let's look. We don't need any more 7-yard punts.
No, it's still with 42 seconds left. Caldwell County clinging to a 10-6 lead here in the first half. Burns will put this one in the air from about his 22-yard line. Stands on his 20. Kick is up. It's blocked. And it's going to tumble down and be called dead at the 38-yard line. Pressure by Adair County gets back. They get a fingertip on it. And the blocked punt gives the Indians 1st down and 10 from the 37-yard line, actually, of Caldwell County. 1st and 10 from the 37. And they have 32 seconds left. Out is not each way for Milton takes it, looks to the far sideline, has a man open, tries to go for it all, gets up and intercepted by Trail Riley. Is that Trail? Number 1. I think the wind came into play again as Milton tried to lob that one all the way down for the big hit. Intercepted down at the 7-yard line by Trail Riley.
Ball is spotted at the 7-yard line where it will be.
23 seconds left in the first half. Not a place where Caldwell's going to take a lot of chances, Bob. You wouldn't think, down on their own 7-yard line. But at least it shuts down Adair County to preserve that 10-6 lead.
We need to take care of the ball here.
And the handoff comes to Javante Riley, does some dancing, gets up across the 15. But a pretty safe play as the clock keeps ticking. And it doesn't look like Caldwell County is going to stop it. Let's see if they get one more play off. Javante Riley in the backfield, 3 receivers to the near side. Handoff to Javante Riley, finds a hole up across the 20, up across the 25, short of the 30, but he's brought down there, and that's going to end the first half. So after one half, it's Caldwell County 10, Adair County 6. We'll be back with the Caldwell Medical Center halftime report. Bob Hayes will have all the stats. That's coming your way in 3 minutes. Stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
When you need extra time to heal, Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed program can help you if you've been discharged from a hospital but still need recovery time before going home. Who's right for swing beds? Patients with recent joint repair or replacement, recovering from a wound or major surgery, patients who need acute physical or occupational therapy, patients in need of post-hospitalization pain management or IV therapy, or patients recovering from a stroke. For more information, contact Caldwell Medical Center at 270-365-0. Caldwell Medical Center, located at 100 Medical Center Drive.
You know that horrible feeling you get when you realize your debit card is not in your wallet or on your desk or anywhere? I'm Ty Engelbright with First Southern National Bank, and you no longer need to worry. All account holders now have the ability to temporarily turn debit cards on and off using our new mobile banking app. Download our new app today to start using mobile deposit, debit card on-off, and many more great features. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
With the weather beginning to get cooler and the feel of fall in the air, Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse offers a great selection of fall mums, a wide variety of fall wreaths, lanterns, birdhouses, and fresher silk flowers in beautiful fall colors to decorate your home. Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse offers sympathy arrangements in fresh and silk flowers. The best way to say you care is with flowers from Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse, 600 West Locust Street in Princeton. Phone 365-2556.
Is your debit card community-driven? At Farmers Bank, it is important to us to give back to our community. That is why we have developed the Tiger Card. The Tiger Card is a debit card that is free to all Farmers Bank checking account holders. Each time you use your Tiger Card, Farmers Bank will donate to our local youth and children's sports program. We've given over $40,000 to date to youth Inc. for the Tiger Card program. Come get your Tiger Card today. We can print them instantly at our main office. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Public Power today is an important American institution, an expression of the idea of local people working together to meet local needs. Your Princeton Electric Plant Board lights up homes, businesses, and streets with public power, electricity coming from a community-owned and operated facility. Their purpose is to provide reliable and safe, not-for-profit electricity at a reasonable price. They exist to serve you, their fellow citizens, friends, and neighbors, and their loyalty is to their customers. Princeton Electric Plant Board continues to make Princeton a great place to live and work. They are hometown energy working for you.
The Potosina on the Marion Road in Princeton is Bean with an extensive menu that has something for everyone. Choose from local favorites like fajitas, chimichangas, burritos, and Maria's favorite with rice, grilled onions, and peppers, chicken, shrimp, steak, or a combination topped with La Potosina's mouth-watering cheese sauce. That's La Potosina on the Marion Road in Princeton. Phone 365-3848.
Howdy, folks. KFC's Colonel Sanders here. You and a friend can tackle hunger with KFC's new $10 chicken share. That's right. I'm not above making obvious football metaphors to tell you about KFC's new $10 chicken share. Share 9 extra crispy tenders, 6 pieces of original recipe, a lot of popcorn nuggets, or 12 hot wings. Get a friend, get to KFC, and get a $10 chicken share. It'll be a touchdown. Like I said, not above it. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Limited time offer participating KFC. Prices may vary. Tax and substitution tax credit. Hot wings not available at all locations.
Back at Tiger Stadium, we're at halftime. Caldwell County leads this one 10-6 over Adair County. It's the Caldwell Medical Center halftime report. Bob Hayes will be along with the stats in just a minute. Jordan had the update. It's 47-13. Elizabethtown leads Paducah Tillman. They had a running clock for a little while in that game, so probably going to be over quick in Elizabethtown. Caldwell County, if they can hold this lead, will travel to Elizabethtown next week for round 3 of these playoffs, but still a lot to go in this game tonight. As we thought after last year's 61-39 competition here at Tiger Stadium. This one might be a shootout tonight. Anything but that so far, as Caldwell County leads this one 10-6. Defenses have really stood up and taken the spotlight so far tonight here at Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County's bright spot of the night, they did take the opening possession 85 yards down the field, capped off by a run by Javante Riley. Boyce Nichols added a 32-yard field goal also in the first half, gives Caldwell County their points. Adair County one score, blocked on the extra point by Dylan Gray. So a good job by the Tiger defense tonight, really standing up and coming up big for the Tigers. Game next week, if they do hold on to this one, of course, will be on WPKY 103.3 The Tiger. We'll have it live for you from Elizabethtown. Also the live stream on WPKYonline.com. And while we have a minute, I do want to say congratulations again. We mentioned it in the pregame show, but a lot of accolades go out this week for Caldwell County and Lyon County athletes. Caldwell County's Gold Squads swept the Junior Pro Jamboree last Saturday and Sunday here at Tiger Stadium, with the 3rd and 4th graders winning over Union County 25-6, and the 5th and 6th graders winning 30-0. So the Caldwell County Gold Squads pick up the titles in Junior Pro. Also, Carly Peak named the first team All-State in volleyball. So congratulations to Carly Peak on that. And also Cullen Brown, as if the state championship wasn't enough, also picked up the first region golfer of the year by the Kentucky Golf Coaches Association. So congratulations to Cullen Brown on yet another award for him this season.
And Dennis, I'll just about wrapped up here. Just one more second.
Okay. Just about 9 minutes left before we kick off that second half. And a very good game. Really anticipated it being fairly close. We've gone with the Lichtenhouse spreads just about most of the year. They've been fairly accurate. Caldwell County came into the night about a 15 to 16 point favorite. But Bob and I talked during the pregame. We had a gut feeling this one would be quite a bit closer. And so far it has been, with Caldwell County clinging to that halftime lead at 10-6. And Bob, if you're ready for them, we'll turn it over to you with the first half stats here on the Caldwell Medical Center halftime report.
One other thing that we thought we might see, and it didn't materialize too quickly, was maybe a run and shoot game as we had last year here. But Caldwell County leads here at halftime over the Adair County Indians 10-6. Caldwell County gets on the board first at the 6-minute, 8-second mark of the first quarter on a Javante 4-yard run, the culmination of an 85-yard drive by the Tigers. Boyce Nichols adding the extra point. Caldwell County up at that time 7-0. Allen County comes back and hits a bomb, a 57-yard pass to Jordan Lashley. The point after attempt was blocked, and that came at the 11-minute, 6-second mark remaining in the second quarter. Caldwell County led at that time 7-6. The final scoring in the first half occurs with 8 minutes and 24 seconds to play in the second quarter on a 32-yard field goal by Boyce Nichols. At that point, Caldwell County led 10-6, and that's where we find ourselves here at halftime. Caldwell County leading 10-6. For the offense here, and we'll get to that here in a second. I'll start with Adair County first. Adair County pretty well equal tonight. They have 73 yards passing and 74 yards rushing. The quarterback, Chance Milton, 3 out of 12 with 1 intercepted. He has three completions, one of them a 57-yarder, an 11-yarder, and a 5-yarder. So one of his completions goes for a touchdown, but he also has an interception tonight. So total of 147 yards total offense for Adair County. For Caldwell County in the rushing department tonight, Javante Riley with 11 carries so far with 76 yards. Xavion having a little tough time getting untracked, has 2 rushes for a -2 yards, and Shane 3 carries for a +1 yard. Caldwell County with 16 rushes, netting 75 yards. In the passing department, Shane was 12 out of 20 for 110 yards, no interceptions, Zach Gaither with 4 catches for 30 yards. Trail Riley, 2 catches for 28 yards. Jameer Riley, 2 catches for 28 yards. Javante, 2 catches for 1 yard. Travis Newsom, who we're glad to see back in action, thrown to twice tonight with 2 catches for 23 yards. Caldwell County, with their 12 receptions, have netted 110 yards. So at halftime here, Caldwell County with 75 yards rushing, 110 yards passing for a total net offense of 185 yards, contrasted with Adair County's 147 yards. So it's been a chess match, as we thought going into the game. One thing that we know, Caldwell County will get the ball to start the third quarter, so possibly a chance to go further ahead if we can do something on our opening drive of the third quarter. But it's been a situation where I would say that Adair County has to be a little bit concerned about their passing game. They've had the one long touchdown pass, but other than that, we've covered their receivers really well to where Chance Middleton had to overthrow his receivers, and in one case had one picked off by the Tigers, and it seems like that we're maybe snuffing out their running game a little bit here as we got into the second quarter on towards the end of the first half. Caldwell County, their passing attack, and Dennis, you hit on this, and looking at it up here, once we get our receivers out, it looks like that Adair County is not selling out, but they're getting into zones, and it's creating some passing lanes that maybe Shane can't pick up and get the ball to our receivers. But still, with his completion percentage of 12 out of 20, he's over 50%. And toward those last 2 plays, of course, they were probably loose in their defense, but Javante picked up a 9-yard gain next to the last play of the first half, and a 12-yard gain to end the first half. So our running attack may be something that we go to here in the third quarter once play resumes.
And Bob, we will say on the first half, I think you said Shane had 120 yards through the air.
110.
That puts him past Will Barnes on the for second place on the career passing yards list. So Shane just over 2,000 or just over 6,000 yards in his career here at Caldwell County, number 2 on that list, and with a measly another 6,500 yards can pass Elijah Sindelar. So I think that one may be safe, but congratulations to Shane Burns as he moves into number 2 on the all-time yards passing list here at Caldwell County, passing Will Barnes.
And Shane has another year left, so with another, and he'll have second place cemented really all to himself, assuming he doesn't throw for 6,000 yards next year, which is always a possibility.
Well, if he throws for 6,000, it's going to be a fun season for you and I next season.
Exactly.
Calling these games here on WPKY. So congratulations to Shane. Of course, I'm sure he would trade a record tonight for a little bigger halftime lead, as Caldwell County leads this one 10-6. This is the Caldwell Medical Center halftime report. 2:20 left before we kick off the second half here at Tiger Stadium. Bob, I think the key for this game, obviously the defenses are stepping up, but Shane, even though he's over 50%, usually his mark is up closer, maybe a little bit to 60 to 70%. He's really been given some decent time by that offensive line, but it's been some pretty good coverage, even on the 4 and 5 wide sets that Caldwell County runs. Adair County able to drop into zones and make it very difficult for Shane at this point to complete a lot.
He has had a lot of time to throw the ball tonight, Dennis. Our offensive line continues to block well and protect, and you have to say that we gave up 4 points down in the second quarter. We settled for a field goal and got 3 out of the deal, but we get to the 1 yard line, second and goal, and we really don't get anything done. We pick up a penalty that pushes it back, but to our credit, we do come out of there with 3 points, and we now have a 4-point lead over the Indians from Adair County, and the Tigers are now making their way back onto the field. And I think normally what they do here right before half is put another 2 minutes or 3 minutes once the clock runs down to give these kids a chance to loosen up. So another chess match is in play here for us in the second half.
You got to believe Caldwell County's had some success throwing, but not the big nights so far yet. I'm sure there will be adjustments made at halftime, but you've got to figure there's going to be a big dose of Javante Riley coming up in that second half. He did pick up some pretty nice yards in that first half. I think he had 74, 75 yards. So a good first half by Javante Riley running the football. Caldwell County may see a little bit more of that here in the second half as we tick down to get this one ready to get underway.
And I would think that we might even try to throw long a couple of times. We were throwing those intermediate routes. We don't have the typical 25, 35, 40-yard pass completion in the first half. Our longest pass completion was basically a 24-yarder to Trail and a 20-yarder to Jameer Riley. And most of those, I think you have to add 5 to 10 yards after the catch to both of those passes. So we haven't really been able to find the open spot in the Adair County pass coverage.
And neither team really able to get into an offensive rhythm tonight. Caldwell County did have the long first possession drive, 85 yards on that first possession, but since then it's been kind of choppy for both teams. The defense has stood up when they would have to. There's been a lot of third down and longs for both squads tonight, so a nice play by the defenses. It's one of those games at the half that you may think a score or two, if you can jump out to maybe a 3-score lead, would be almost plenty to hold this one. But we've seen a lot of games change at halftime this season. The one that comes to mind mostly is the Mayfield game. Caldwell County held a 21-17 lead, ended up being outscored by Mayfield 35-6 in that second half. So a lot of things can change. Dr. Litt has come through in the clutch in a lot of games this season where it appeared it would be much closer than what the forecasters said. This one may set up like that, but right now it's a defensive struggle here at Tiger Stadium.
And I would say that Coach Barnes probably at halftime reminded our kids of what happened in Mayfield, and it's good that we get the kick to start the second half, and we got the kick to start the second half in Mayfield, but we didn't get anything done. And the other thing we've got to shore up tonight is if we punt the ball again. We've had one punt for 7 yards and then one that was tipped. So whether hopefully shore up that offensive line to allow Shane to get the punt off, and we've given Adair County short fields on 2 or 3 occasions tonight, and they've not really been able to do anything with it.
Especially there towards the end of the first half. They didn't have a lot of seconds, and Milton did throw the interception, but they still had great field position a couple of times, right, like you said. And if I remember right, last year in the game against Adair County, there were 2 or 3 special team scores in that ball game. So a special team score here might go a long way tonight either way for one of these 2 squads.
And one of the things looking for on the kickoff, we've taken the only time they've kicked off to us tonight, we've taken the ball possession about the 38-yard line. They're not trying to kick it deep, and if we could get the ball in our hands on the first bounce as opposed to falling on it, and we might be able to pick up a few more yards that way and get in really great field position.
Getting set to kick this one off. Got about 35 seconds on the clock. You've been listening to the Caldwell Medical Center halftime report here on WPKY. We appreciate our friends at Caldwell Medical Center being a part of our Tiger Sports broadcast here on 103.3 and also the live stream at WPKYonline.com. Both teams on the field get set to kick this one off. And they get the players ready, but we still got a little halftime time on the clock as they'll tick that down, and they'll put the 12 back up, and we'll get this one going. As Bob said, Caldwell County will get the ball to start the second half as they won the coin toss, deferred to the second half. So the Tigers will have it first possession, also the wind at their back in the third quarter. Kickoff to start the quarter, and it's a low squib kick covered by Caldwell County. Let's see who that was. Made a great play on it. Xavion Henderson fell on that one on that first line of offense for the Tigers. That was a tough one to field, Bob. That was like a sharp grounder in baseball. I know you're familiar with that, all the baseball that you cover for the Tigers.
Xavion did well to get on that ball without it squirting away. Great play by Xavion.
Caldwell County will get the ball at their own 46-yard line. So you got to figure that ball only went about 14 yards and quick. Xavion did a great job covering that one up. Tigers bring a 4-receiver set to the near side. First time we've seen that that I can remember this season. Burns empty backfield, swings it to the far sideline. Gaither makes a move at the 50, gets up to about the 48 before he's brought down. Gaither isolated on the far sideline. A 4-receiver set on one side, Bob. I don't recall that any time this year.
They're going to mark it at the 47.
47, forward progress by Gaither. Picks up 6, second down and 4 for the Tigers. Again, a 4-receiver set. Burns looks again to Gaither. First down catch is made and hit and driven back. But Gaither held on to it for the first down to the 42-yard line. So 2 quick hits to Zach Gaither gives Caldwell County their first down of the second half. Caldwell County comes up with Javante Riley now in the backfield. Jameer Trail. And looks like Oliver Parker near sideline for Caldwell County. Handoff is to Javante Riley up the middle. Short gain to about the 40-yard line. Second down and 8 for Caldwell County. And the pace of play by the Tigers, Bob, you mentioned they were going to try to wear Adair down in that first half. Still quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Oliver Parker in the ball game at receiver. He's going to be isolated this time near the sideline. 3-receiver set to the right. Javante Riley in the backfield with Burns as Burns drops back, looks down the field. It's complete at the 28-yard line to Zach Gaither. He takes it up across the 25 to the 24 before he's brought down. They're going to give him 23 officially on the stop. First down, Caldwell County. Nice catch in traffic by Zach Gaither.
Excellent catch by Zach.
Caldwell County more conventional 2-receiver set to each side. Quick hit to the far sideline is complete. A couple of tackles, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Caldwell County. Nice little zigzag move as he caught the ball on the far sideline. Jameer Riley then had a pretty open lane to the end zone. So Caldwell County quickly, under a minute and a half into the second half, they are on the board 16-6 now, Tigers, as Nichols will come out and try to tack on the extra point. Great run after the catch by Jameer Riley. Snap is back, kick is up. Plenty of distance with that wind, and it is good. So with 10:33 left in the third quarter, Caldwell County is in front 17-6 over Adair. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on 103.3.
Fredonia Valley Bank's mobile banking is available now for fast and easy access to your account. Everyone is on the go, anywhere and everywhere. And with our new mobile banking app, you can check on your accounts, make transfers and payments with the touch of a finger. Download our free mobile app in the App Store, and you'll find it a convenient way to do your banking when you have a busy day ahead. Knowing you have another way to transfer funds anytime can be the most helpful. Visit us today for details at 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, or 226 Commerce Street, Eddyville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County kicks it away. Squib kick by Nichols, picked up at the 21-yard line. Adair lowers her head, gets up to about the 30, hit, stays on his feet, still up across the 35 and plowing through, finally brought down. And I think forward progress is going to get him to about the 37, 38-yard line. So Caldwell County caps off, I think, around a 54-yard drive with a Burns to Jameer Riley hookup. Caldwell County's lead out now 17-6 here with 10:21 left in the third quarter.
They've got the ball marked, Dennis.
37-yard line, I think. First and 10 for the Indians from the 37-yard line. 2-back set for Melton. 1 receiver isolated near side. Jameer Riley, Melton takes it on the keeper up to the 40. And that was Dylan Cavanaugh on the coverage near sideline. But the keeper by Melton takes it up to the 40. So he picks up 3, 2nd down and 7 for the Indians. And some pranksters down at the door of the press box. That's getting to be a tradition here, I think. Weekly occurrence here at Tiger Stadium. Ball on the 40-yard line, 2nd and 7 for Adair County. One receiver split each way, extra tight end on the line. Melton keeps it on the keeper. He gets across the 50. He's got some room up across the 40. Picks up a blocker at the 30. Out of bounds by Trell Riley at the 20-yard line. Big pickup by Melton on the halfback option.
Tigers now have to bowl their heads to keep Adair County out of the end zone after coming out and making really quick work on their opening drive of the third quarter. Now Adair County is attempting to answer what the Tigers did.
Chance Melton is a good athlete. I mean, he's got size, 6'4", 190. He's
ran the
senior.
ball well on that play, cut back, picked up his blocking, and took it for a 30-yard gain against the Tigers.
I think the key there was he did wait for that blocker. He had some open field, but he had a blocker come down and help him out, picked up an easy 10 to 12 yards after the block. Now Melton with the option keeps it. He's going to lose about a yard on the play. Nice play in there by Will Bashir and Garrick Lamb. Dylan Gray also there for Caldwell County, loss of 1.
And correction on that run, it was a 40-yard run by Chance Melton.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 11 for Adair County from the Caldwell County 21-yard line. Tigers lead this one 17-6, looking to advance to next week's 3rd round against Elizabethtown.
And E-Town with a big lead over Tillman.
And one receiver each way for Adair. Melton drops back, looks to the corner. Now it's complete at the 15. Gabe East on the tackle, brings it down as soon as it is caught, but it does move Adair County up to the Tiger 15-yard line. That was number 80, Dylan Freese, for Adair County. Another big receiver, 6'3", 180.
Another key, crucial 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
Caldwell County's defense needs a stop right here with 8:10 left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 5 for Adair County. Receivers split each way, extra tight end for the Indians. Snap is back to Melton. Looks over the middle, incomplete. And the flag on the play. I thought that was pretty good coverage by Trell Riley, but Bob, it looks like they're going to call it. They threw it right on the coverage. Flag on the play is probably going against Caldwell County. Pass interference against the Tigers. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Indians. Let's see if they'll spot this on the 7-yard line. 1st and goal for the Indians, officially from the 8. So Adair County trying to answer. They trailed 17-6, but threatening here with 7:55 left in the 3rd quarter. One receiver each way from Melton. Keeper by Melton gets it up across the 5 and across the goal line. Signal touchdown. Adair County on the keeper by Melton from 8 yards out. So with 7:46 left in the 3rd quarter, Adair pulls back to within 5 right now, pending the point after. 17-12 Caldwell. Melton, a big, strong kid, fought his way from about the 3 on in on pure effort. Gets it across the goal line. So Adair County answers Caldwell County's touchdown. Englebright comes out as Lamb comes in for the Tigers. I think Adair County's going for the 2-point conversion. They'll go trips to the right, one receiver isolated to the left. Melton takes it, drops back, looks into the end zone, tipped away. Nice coverage. Good job by the Tigers to tip that one away. With 7:46 left in the third quarter, Caldwell County leads this one 17-12. Back in 30 seconds, this is Tiger Football on WPKY Online.
Who's ready for some Tiger football? I know Taco John's is. Show your Tiger pride. Come into Taco John's on home game days wearing your blue and gold and receive 10% off your meal. Remember Taco John's at our new location at US Highway 62 West in Princeton. Again, don't forget, wear your blue and gold into Taco John's on game days and get 10% off your meal. And let's go Tigers!
And we are back to Tiger Stadium as Adair County answers but comes up short on the two-point conversion. So a 17-12 lead now for the Tigers.
Again, we have to be aware of this strategy that Adair County is employing tonight on the kickoff. Short kicks, and hopefully our good hands team is still intact out there.
And a little pooch kick comes up again, fielded. I think that's Englebright on a nice cover at the 43-yard line. And that hands team is doing a job tonight, Bobby. I mean, it's maybe a small thing that you're looking at from the stands. Don't really appreciate what they're doing, but it's some good coverage. Xavion Henderson the first time. Englebright on that one with a tough bounce to handle. And it gives Caldwell County great field position. Again, they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Burns in the backfield with a 2-receiver each side set. Javante Riley comes out of the backfield. Pass is complete far side to Zach Gaither at the 45-yard line. Pushed out of bounds close to the 40. Flag on the play. Flag on the far sideline. Maybe a little bit of a late hit. We'll see what it is. Gaither pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And it's going to be a face mask against Adair County. They'll tack on to this one at the end of the play. Good job by Gaither. Gaither having a big night, Bob. He's tied the single game record twice this year with receptions and getting a lot of action again tonight.
Was that a 5-yard penalty they marked off?
I think it is a 5-yard. Yeah, because they had it at the 42. Handoff is to Javante Riley. Picks his way through the middle up to about the 34-yard line, maybe the 33 on the play.
He takes it to about the 33-yard line.
It'll be spotted at the 33, second down for Caldwell County. 7:16 left to go in the third. Caldwell leads 17-12. Handoff to Riley, met at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bounce away from it, gets up across the 30. Nice individual run by Javante Riley on that one down to the 27-yard line. He's able to turn nothing into 6 yards on the play and a first down. Nice individual run there by Javante Riley. Riley stays in the backfield with Burns. Burns drops back, looks to the far side. Nice play by Gaither. It's complete at the 20. He fights off a tackler down to the 16-yard line. And Bob, we'll have to start looking at the total number of catches for Gaither before this is open. He'll be approaching that record again this week. 47-13 final, reported by Jordan. Elizabethtown over Tillman. Burns drops back, quick hit, far sideline, incomplete, looking for Gaither. Nice coverage by Adair County down at about the 15. So it's going to bring up second down. Clock stops on the incompletion with 6:45 left in the third. So Elizabethtown advances to the third round. The winner of this game will travel to face Elizabethtown next Friday night in round 3. 3 receiver set far side. Oliver Parker near sideline for Caldwell County. Burns drops back, looks to the corner, has a man open, but intercepted. Let's see if he brought it down in bounds. And they're going to say he caught it at the back of the end zone, so interception. And more than a is Caldwell and standing right there at the end zone was to bring it in for the pick. Gives it back to Adair County. They'll have 1st and 10 from their own 20 with 6:35 left in the third quarter. Adair trails this one. One receiver far side, two tight ends in for Adair County. And handoff goes to number 28. Gets around the end, picks up a couple of yards. And it looks like on the far sideline.
Maybe they're going to mark it at the 26 and pick up 6 yards on that play.
28 is Jordan Lastly. Ball up to the 26. You're exactly right, Bob. Pickup of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4 for the Indians. Six minutes even left in the third quarter. They're taking a lot of time coming out of the huddle. Still a one-possession ball game. Caldwell's had a lead of 11 at one point tonight. Handoff up the middle, tackled by Pancho Rosales at about the 27-yard line.
Pancho was a one-man tackling force that time. If he doesn't bring him down, he probably picks up the first down.
That's one thing about Pancho. He's got a lot of tackles on the season, but I've never seen him miss one where he makes the initial hit.
Brings up a key 3rd down for Adair County, 3rd and 3 for the Indians.
3rd and 3. This one spotted at the 27-yard line. Two tight ends, one receiver isolated to the right. Two back set. Milton takes it. He's going to keep it, try to get it on his own. Does not. Stopped well short of the 30-yard line.
Probably to the 29, 2-yard gain.
So a design keeper for Chance Milton. Comes up short. That'll bring up 4th down for Adair County.
4th and 1.
And it's a long one. Actually, looks like that far side marker is just outside the 30. So this is going to be closer to 2 than it is 1. They're going to keep that offense on the field and go for it. Pretty gutsy move here, Bob. I mean, you're setting inside your own 30-yard line. Two receivers set, one each side for Adair. Melton comes up. He's going to try to keep it on his own. Does. Busts through the line, finds a hole, and he'll get it down to about the 32-yard line. Milton on the keeper from under center. Picks up the 1st down for Adair County. So that was Bob, that was a pretty gutsy call right there. Had Caldwell stopped that one, they'd had great field position inside the Adair 30.
And as they say, Adair County has nothing to lose, so they're going to be rolling the dice here in the second half, as they showed on that play.
Apparently so, because I didn't think that field position at all would warrant a play by Adair County, but they do come out 1st and 10. Two tight end set with two backs in the backfield. Milton fakes, throws, pass. Let's see if they call it complete out near the 40. And it is complete. Adair looked like a run all the way on that one. A little bootleg by Milton takes it out, and it's complete at the 37-yard line. Adair will have it 2nd down and about 4.
2nd and 4 for the Indians.
Two tight end set as Adair is really putting a lot of line on here. Handoff up across the 40 to about the 41-yard line as Adair County. Mac Englebright and Cole Baker in on the tackle for Caldwell County. Hunter Van Hoosier also there for the Tigers. Very fast third quarter, already down under 3 minutes left in the third. Caldwell leads this one 17-12. Both teams with a touchdown in the corner. Caldwell able to convert the extra point. Adair went for 2 and incomplete. So the 4-point lead up to 5. 4-point lead from halftime is up to 5 right now as Adair comes to the line with 2:36. Two tight end set. Adair County has just eliminated wides. Milton takes it, the option coming out near side across the 40, tackled on a nice tackle by Gabe East up at about the 43-yard line. Let's see if it's enough for a first down, and it is. They're going to mark it at the 44-yard line. So the option run by Adair County gives it to them 1st and 10 from their own 44. Bob, it seems like Adair County likes this setup with 2 tight end sets, only 1 wide receiver.
And ball control is obviously they're keeping it out of the hands of the Tigers.
Yeah, lengthy drive here by Adair County. Again, 2 tight end set, 1 receiver near side. Melton looks, tries to go to that 1 receiver down the sideline. Good coverage there by number 3 for Caldwell County. That is Dylan Cavanaugh, a sophomore, step for step with Lashley down the near sideline. So the incompletion stops the clock with 2:13, but 2nd and 10 now for Adair County from their own 44-yard line.
Milton is 5 out of 15 tonight with 1 interception and 1 touchdown, Dennis. So our coverage is, for the most part, has been outstanding in our secondary.
So Adair breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Gabe East back deep for Caldwell County. Now a 3 receiver set for Adair. First time they've showed that this drive. Handoff, though, is up the middle. Pancho Rosales on the tackle at about the 49-yard line.
He takes it up to the 49-yard line.
And bring up a 3rd down and long for Adair County. 3rd and 5 for the Indians, as Caldwell County would like to get off the field and bring the offense back on with this play.
And you can rest assured that if they don't pick it up on this one, they're obviously going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, if they did it inside their own 30, you would expect them to do it at midfield. 1 receiver each way. Extra tight end for Adair. Melton drops back, looks over the middle, incomplete. Nice coverage by Englebright from that linebacker position. So it'll bring up 4th down for the Indians. Bob, that was nice coverage by Englebright from that linebacker position, because that was a rocket from Melton.
And that was a slant route that they tried to hit on coming over the middle, and nobody had a chance to catch that one. We had it well defended.
Englebright, nice coverage on the play. Adair is going to go for it. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Milton takes it, drops back, goes sideline. Got a receiver there complete and enough for a 1st down. Wide open over there. Somebody lost that one in coverage. Lashley's complete to the 41-yard line of Caldwell County. But more important, a 1st down for Adair County. Lashley way too open on that one, Bob. He had about 4 yards from the nearest defender.
Somebody took their eye off of him. The only thing you can say.
1st and 10 from the 41 for the Indians with 1:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Caldwell County holding to that 17-12 lead, but Adair County with a lengthy drive. Adair takes it, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 near. Hands off this side, tripped up in the backfield, stays on his feet. Nice job by Hunter Van Hoosier to trip him in the backfield, or Will Bashir keeps his feet up to the 40-yard line, so actually picks up 1 on what looked to be about a 4-yard loss. And we've got an Adair County player down on the ground. Let's see if they'll bring the trainers out. We'll take 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Community Medical Clinic is proud to announce that we are now able to provide childhood immunizations and are pleased to offer World Child Examinations. With our extended hours from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., getting an appointment that is convenient for your family has never been easier. Nurse practitioners Beth Devine and Ellery Natton, as well as Juan Ray, are happy to see your children for annual examinations and wellness, as well as when a child or other family member is sick. Call today in Princeton at 365-0227 for an appointment. Community Medical Clinic is located at 310 Hawthorne Street, providing professional care close to your home and close to your heart.
Bad hand signal there, Jordan. My mistake. Excuse me. Back to Tiger Stadium as Adair County's player was able to get up and leave the field under his own power. So 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. Adair County has the ball, 2nd down and 9 from the Caldwell County 40-yard line. Back to the 2 tight end set with 2 backs. 1 receiver near side, right side for Caldwell. Milton goes up over the middle. It's complete down inside the 25-yard line. He's going to get it down to maybe the 23 on the catch. Lastly, with the reception, another first down for Adair County. A rocket from Milton. That was pretty good coverage by Jameer Riley on the play, too. That's just a good throw by Milton.
Yeah, and certainly an even better catch because he had a couple of defenders around him.
Ball spotted on the 23-yard line as Adair County takes it 1st and 10. Still that 2 tight end set. Handoff goes for the sweep, far sideline. Pursuit is Hunter Van up across the 20 down to about the 15, maybe inside the 15. And they're going to spot that. Looks like the official on this side spots it at the 16-yard line. So a nice quick burst to that far sideline. Van Hoosier had it, but just a lot of speed. 2nd down and 3 for the Indians as they look to take the lead. Clock stop with 10 seconds. Two tight end set for Adair County again. Well, this is where they've had their success on this drive. Snap is back, handoff up the middle. It breaks it outside across the 15, 10. Bounces over the 5. Brought down short of the goal line. Down to the 1-yard line. Tackle by Dylan Gray saves a touchdown. So after 3 quarters, Caldwell County has the lead, but Adair County threatens. It's Caldwell 17, Adair 12. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Being a small town girl, the one thing I look forward to on Friday night is Tiger football. We can't treat the Tigers, but we can treat you. Hi, I'm Krista Futrell from Princeton Health and Rehab. Have you had surgery from an old injury? Our therapy team offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy up to 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. Still in the comforts of your own rehab suite. We accept Medicare and most major insurances. Don't let that old injury keep you out of the game of life. Call me at 270-365-3541. We're your neighbors. We're your friends. We're Princeton Health and Rehab.
And we are back at Tiger Stadium, getting set to start the 4th quarter here with Caldwell County leading 17-12. But Bob, Adair County looking to take their first lead of the night as they have it 1st and goal from the 1.
What we need here is for them to certainly make a mistake.
Yeah, a turnover here is about Caldwell's only hope.
And I would think that they may go up under center and just ram this thing into the end zone that way. But he's back and shotgun.
Milton is back in the gun with 2 tight ends. Handoff is up the middle. Nice play by the Tigers. They stop it for a loss. That'll bring it back to about the 2-yard line. Still 2nd down and goal for Adair County. This time, though, from the 2. Nice penetration by Cole Baker for Caldwell County to get in and snuff that one out. I mean, you really don't look for Milton to throw the ball from the 2 down here the way they've ran tonight so far, especially with this set. Only 1 receiver split out to the right. Caldwell County bringing everybody up to the line. Handoff again by Adair County, puts his head down. Let's see if the signal, still no signal from the sideline. I think they're going to stop it short of the goal line again. Lastly on the carry, but he stopped just outside the end zone. Getting up from the bottom of that play is number 24 for Caldwell County, Dylan Gray. 3rd and goal for Caldwell County. Crowd starts to get on their feet here. Milton goes under center, tries to take it in himself, and let's see if they push him back. Flags go down.
Yeah, it looks like the flag is on them.
Flag on the play. Caldwell County is clapping, saying it's against Adair County. A legal shift by Adair County. So that'll push them back. Big break for the Tigers, at least get them back from the goal line.
Still 3rd and goal from the 6.
3rd goal from the 6-yard line now. They had, really, it was inside the 1 on that previous play, maybe the length of a football away from the end zone. 3rd and goal as Caldwell County is making a stand right here to try to hold on to this 17-12 lead early in the 4th quarter. Caldwell County guarding against the sweep. 2-back set for Adair County. Milton drops back, looks and tipped away. Nice coverage. No flags on the play. That Brandon over there got a hand on it on the far sideline. And Bob, this is about as good as Caldwell County could have hoped for after having it 1st and goal from the 1. 4th down now for Adair County. 4th and goal from the 6-yard line.
It would be a great goal line stand if the Tigers can pull this off, and you got to figure out what Adair County is going to do, whether they're going to run or pass the ball. Dennis, in this case, they've not been real successful in passing, so.
And they do bring the receiver. One receiver split to the left. Trail Riley on coverage there. 2-back set. Milton comes back, looks to the end zone, throws it, tipped away by Jameer Riley. Good play by Jameer Riley. Broke that one up. Caldwell County holds and will take over at the 6-yard line. Adair County had it 1st and goal from the 1. Great stand by the Caldwell County defense.
A tremendous momentum switching situation here, and what we don't want to do is make a mistake in our end of the field.
So a great play as Caldwell County was threatened to lose the lead there for the first time tonight. That defense comes up big. Handoff is up to middle. Good play.
Oh, that's
let's see if that was it Jameer? Jameer Riley came in and a flag does go down. Extremely hard tackle on the play. And Javante, is that Trail Riley? Trail Riley still down on the play.
Was it Trail or Jameer that carried the ball? No, okay, Jameer or Trail carried the ball.
Trail on the carry. And he was thrown down hard at the end of that play. He's able to stand up on his own. The trainer does come out. And the flag on the play was against the Tigers for a personal foul.
Clay Orange on.
Wow. I mean, it was all but a suplex tackle on Trail Riley. But the flag goes against the Tigers. It'll back them up inside their own 10-yard line. Ball spotted on the 8. Caldwell has it again, 1st down. Burns goes back from his own end line. Lobs it up looking for Zach Gaither. And Gaither has it complete all the way out at the 43-yard line. What concentration by Zach Gaither. Receiver or defender running right in his face. He's able to turn around, let that ball come down against the wind. Kind of held up in the wind. Gaither held up the route, able to come down with it at the 43. Big play there by Zach Gaither.
I'm going to say it's the best one I've ever caught on camera because I had a good angle.
Oh, did you? Jordan said if you're watching on WPKYonline.com on the live stream, Jordan had a great angle on that one.
A great pass and an even better catch. Zach had now 10 catches for the game, 6 of them coming here in the second half.
Burns able to throw that one right from his end line. Now the handoff to Xavion Henderson. Bounces off one tackle, bounces off again, tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, does. Picks up some positive yardage out to about the 43-yard line. And maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Clock down to 10 minutes left in the ballgame. Caldwell County holding on to a slim lead, 17-12, but a huge stand by the Caldwell County defense held Adair County out 1st and goal from the 1.
And an even bigger pass play to get us out near midfield to get us out of our own goal line.
Trips to the left, swing pass is out to Javante Riley. Quickly, the ball is loose. They're going to call it incomplete. Big break there by Caldwell. Riley had it for just a second. Hit, knocked it out, but they're going to call it incomplete as he could not turn and make the football move up the field. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for the Tigers. Bob, not the shootout we anticipated tonight coming in, but still a great game so far. We hope everybody's enjoying this on 103.3 and also the live stream. I don't know what the views are up to yet, but we're checking that out here. 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Burns drops back, swings it out, complete, up across midfield to Gaither. It's going to be very close to a 1st down. It's all going to depend on the spot on this one. They may call for a measurement. No, he's going to give them the 1st down, signaled it from the middle of the field. Ball at the 47 of Adair. It's 1st down. How much he needed. Broke the route off right there. Burns. Back over the near side. On the ball game.
He has
500 views, 150 watching right this second.
500 views tonight on WPKYonline.com. 500, 150 checking us out right now. So we appreciate every one of you watching tonight on WPKYonline.com. 3 receivers split to the far side. You've got Gaither near side. Referee winds the clock, and it's going to be a flag. Jameer Riley wanted to get a little quick jump on that one, and the flag comes in quickly on Caldwell County. That'll back them up 5 yards, 1st and 15 now for the Tigers. Receptions in a game. Zach Gaither has tied that record twice this season against Mayfield and Christian County.
And he has 12 right now.
So the next catch by Gaither will again tie the record. Still almost 9 minutes left in this ball game. Caldwell County leads 17-12 and driving. 1st and 15 now for the Tigers. Burns drops back, deep pass, looks down the sideline looking for Gaither. It's in catch, but it was out of bounds, and he took a hit too. Great route by Gaither. Gaither's got a quick 1st step, Bob. He had a step on his guy, just couldn't bring it in with both feet in bounds. So Caldwell County is going to have 2nd down and 15. Into the ball game, number 20, Dustin McDaniel, one of the receivers split to the right. Statue of Liberty play to Javante Riley across the 35, the 30, gets up across the 20, down the sideline, and pushed out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down. Let's see where they'll mark this one. It's going to be inside the 15-yard line. And they're saying he stepped out of bounds back at the 22-yard line. It's going to be just short of a 1st down. And they're going to measure this one. Referee did call an official's timeout. It looked like he was able to tiptoe that sideline, but we're kind of blocked by the team on the sideline, Bob. So they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. So they're going to bring the chains all the way across the field and measure this one with 8:32 left in the ball game.
What's your prediction, Dennis, on this?
I'm going to say it's short.
I think we're about a football short as well, yeah.
And it is short. Bob, that's great great vision because we are blocked by the players, but you're right, about a football length short. 3rd down and the length of a football here for Caldwell County as they get it down deep in Adair County territory. Play started all the way back, was it at the 6-yard line, Bob?
Yes.
That they made that final stop against Adair County after a big 4-down stand that Adair County had at 1st and goal. You've got Javante Riley in the ballgame in the backfield. 2 receivers each way, Jameer and Zach Gaither near side. You got to figure this is 2-down territory for Caldwell County against the wind. They're going to get the chains back set on the far sideline, give them time to set. Referee starts the clock. Burns goes under center, keeps it himself, and is pushed back. and throws it over.
Whoa.
Man, a dangerous play. Gets it over to Javante Riley, but a big loss on the play. Burns unable to pick up the first down on the keeper as he was going down. Saw Javante standing over to his left, tried to shovel pass it over to him, but the ball was on the ground. Just a dangerous play by the Tigers.
Loss of 4 yards on that play.
4th down and just a hair over 4 for the Tigers. 2 receivers each side. Burns drops back. Flags will stop this play. And it's going to be against Caldwell County. Procedure. Caldwell County just kind of shooting themselves in the foot on this possession, as that one's going to be marked back at the 31-yard line. 4th down and 9 now for the Tigers, Bob.
Be great if we could pick this first down up and continue this drive and put 6, 7 more on the board, Dennis, and a big play coming up here.
Burns has 2 receivers each side. Riley swings out. Pocket breaking down on Burns. He scrambles over to the far side. He's at the 40. Looks up, lets the ball loose, and tipped at the 20. Caldwell County dodged a penalty on that. Looked like a block in the back that we got away with as Burns scrambled out of that pocket, but the ball is incomplete, so the turnover on downs gives it back to Adair County. Still just under 7.5 minutes left in the ball game. Caldwell County leads this one 17-12. These defenses are really standing in this game, Bob. It's a fun game to watch, not the 100-point shootout that we had last year, but still a very entertaining game, and the defenses are the spotlight tonight. 1 receiver near side coverage there by number 3 is Kavanaugh for Caldwell County. And handoff goes back, tackle lost. Good job by the Tigers. That was number 24, Dylan Gray, pulled down the running back for Adair County in the backfield, all the way back at the 25-yard line. So a loss of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 16 for the Indians from their own 25-yard line.
A big play on that situation, and now probably forces Adair to go to the air.
Dylan Gray in the backfield with a nice open field tackle. Milton comes up with 2 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. He rolls, fakes a handoff, keeps it himself, gets up to the 30, 35, or the 30 to about the 32 line.
On the stop, number 33, Russell Brandon.
Russell Brandon for the Tigers on the tackle as we tick down under 6.5 left.
Pickup of 6 yards, got back the loss plus 1, 3rd and 9 for the Indians.
3rd and 8 for the Indians.
So 3rd and long for Adair County. Still just a 1-possession ball game. Caldwell leads this one 17-12. 2 receivers each way for Adair County. Single back set. Milton takes it, drops back, looks down the field. Looks like a receiver fell down at the 43-yard line. 4th down and 8 officially on the scoreboard. Clock stops with 5:54 left in the ball game. And the way Caldwell County can move the ball, Bob, you got to figure they're going to go for it, even though it's a 4th and long and they're in.
Oh yes, this is.
They've got to keep possession right here to have any chance, you would think, against this Caldwell squad tonight.
They roll the dice all night long, and this is a situation where you know they're going to, and they.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Single back. Milton drops back. Some pressure in the backfield, pulled down. And Garrick Lamb on the big play for Caldwell County. That might be the defensive play of the game so far tonight, as it gives Caldwell County the ball on the turnover on downs. 26-yard line for the Tigers as they have it 1st and 10. 5:47 left in the ball game. Caldwell County leads 17-12, but more importantly, they have the ball deep in the Adair County end. 2 receivers set for Caldwell. Handoff is to Xavion Henderson. maybe picks up a yard on the play, if anything.
And off to number 34, Henderson.
Henderson stopped just outside the 25-yard line.
Second and 10 for the Tigers.
Been a tough night getting on track for Big Xavier tonight. Officially spotted at the 26, so no gain on the play.
One good thing about that play, it allows the clock to continue to run.
Absolutely, and Caldwell County is going to use that play clock quite a bit more, you would think, ticking down at 16 right now. Burns takes it, looks back, goes far sideline. Nice catch over there if they give it to him. Newsom with a nice catch. Had to come back for that low pass at the 20. Complete and third down now for Caldwell County. Third and a long 4 for the Tigers. Henderson still in the backfield. 2 receivers each way for the Tigers. Burns drops back, and flag goes down on the far sideline. Pass is incomplete, but the flag goes down. Let's see who that one's against on the far side. Caldwell County walking backwards like it's against us.
I would think they would probably refuse that.
Still some discussion. Yes, that's what I was thinking as Caldwell was walking back like they were going to mark it off. You would think that they would take the down on the play. It's going to be holding against Caldwell County. And they're going to move the Tigers back and give them the third down. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line.
Probably repeat second down, I would think.
They've got the third down marker on the far side. Handoff on the reverse flea flicker to Burns. Burns able to get it away. Trail Riley complete. Gets it up to the 30. Picks his way across the field. Pulled down at the 22-yard line. Flea flicker by Caldwell County, and Burns had about a half a second to get rid of that one as Adair County had chased it down. By the time it got back to Burns, he caught it and made the pass in just a split second, complete to Trail Riley down to the 21-yard line. Fourth down. Caldwell County is going to take a timeout and talk this one over. So that'll stop the clock with 4:07 left in the ballgame. Bob, we'll keep this one right here. 17-12. Caldwell County leads this one. They'll have it fourth down and 5 from their own 21-yard line. A field goal still keeps it at a one-possession game. That would make it 20-12.
But again, on that situation, Dennis, if they get down and are trailing by 1 point, you almost expect them to go for 2 to win the game. So big play here, and 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. That it might, if we turn the ball over here, it might force them to go to the air, which has not been their strong point tonight, if we don't pick up the first down. But let's be positive and think we're going to be able to do that.
Just a great game tonight by these two defenses for each side. Two teams that came in very high scoring average. Both of them held. I never would have expected Caldwell to be held by this team under 20 points at this point in the ball game. But a good job by both squads defensively tonight. Caldwell County comes back out on the field. They are not going for the field goal as Henderson will come out in the backfield with Burns. 3 receivers split to the near side, led by Zach Gaither. 1 receiver far side. And flag on the play. Looked like Caldwell got a quick starter today. And Caldwell County called another timeout.
Timeout Tigers.
So no play, timeout.
No play. Caldwell County called a quick timeout on that one. And I don't know if they'll have to put some time back on the clock on that one. I think it was 407?
407.
407, so they may put 3 seconds back on the clock on that one.
Hey, they want 407 on the clock.
And they are going to tack that back on. 4:07 left in the ball game. Caldwell County is going to have Jameer Riley, Trail Riley, Zach Gaither near sideline. Can you pick up, is that, I would say Newsom on the far sideline or Parker, but you would think it's Newsom. Big Xavier Henderson in the backfield.
Key play here for the Tigers, 4th and 5.
Fourth down and 5. Burns takes a snap.
Great
Looks
protection.
to the infield. Good protection. Breaking down now. Burns has the scramble. Lobs it up looking for Henderson over his head. And Caldwell County gives it up on downs. Bob, you got to kind of tip your hat to that Adair County secondary. There's been several times tonight Burns has had quite a bit of time to throw, just unable to find anybody open. Tried to do the little checkoff down to Henderson. Over his head, goes out of bounds on the sideline. So that stops the clock. Change of possession. 3:59 left in this ball game. And Adair County back on the field to see what they can do, trailing by 5 at 17-12. Adair County with a 3-receiver set. Milton has 2 backs in the backfield. Hand off to the far sideline. Good play there.
And
they try to reverse the field. Does get up across 25. There is a flag down and a late hit by Caldwell County. That's going to draw a flag. A flag to start out the play is out in the middle of the backfield.
Probably holding and personal foul over here, offset.
That was for sure going to go against Jameer Riley on the tackle of personal foul. But the initial flag looked to be, like you said, a hold against Adair County. And official is on the field. It is a hold against Adair on the first flag. Face mask against Caldwell on the second. Offsetting penalties, we'll do that one all over. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line.
And Adair County willing to run the ball on first down on that play. And the Tiger pursued really well played on that. And the Adair County runner reversed himself and had some wide open spaces over here.
All that play did was eat up about 13 seconds of clock, down to 3:46 left in the ball game. Some tough choices, offensive, defensive player of the games tonight, Bob, because that defense has shined all around. Adair County with 1 receiver split to the right. Handoff is up the middle. Good play there by the Tigers. Pancho Rosales, the first one up, number 28. Also in there for Caldwell County. Or excuse me, 24 is Gray. Another flag comes down. And it looked like that's got to be just a matter of some
frustration
smack talking going on out on the field. Hold against Adair. See what the second flag is. Unsportsmanlike conduct also against Adair County.
So
So 3:38 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see how far this backs up.
Should be at the 10.5-yard line, somewhere in that vicinity, unless they mark off both flags and then mark off another, half the distance there. So that's what they're going to do.
Down to about the 6 is where this is going to end up. 6-yard line for Adair County. Second down and a country mile. They've got to get out to the 32-yard line to get a first down. Ball spotted at the 6 for the Indians. So a long way to go for Adair County as Caldwell County tries to cling to this one-possession lead, 17-12. 3:38 left to go in the ball game.
1st and 25 for the Indians.
And Adair takes it. 2 receivers split to each side. Milton lobs it up, looking on the near sideline. Nice coverage there by Jameer Riley. Tried to pick up the first down on one play, but nice coverage by Jameer Riley. And Adair County's player stays down, but he hops back up now. That's big Cameron Lastly, kid being looked at by Eastern Kentucky University. 6'2", 175. He's a senior, as are most of these Adair County players. Clock stops with the incompletion at 3:24 left in the ball game. One thing with this score, Bob, you can almost take a overtime out of the equation unless something weird happens. Adair County deep in their own end. 2nd down and 25. I'm kind of surprised they've gone away from that 2 tight end set. That's where they were having some success. They've gone with receivers. It's complete at the 10, but a nice open field tackle there by Caldwell County's Russell Brandon. Another big hit by Russell. Freese on the reception. Ball gets it out to the 10-yard line.
Be 3rd and 21, and you know, it's going to be an interesting if they pick up little yardage on this play. What do you think they do, Dennis? Roll the dice again?
Oh, you have to. I don't think you can give it back to Caldwell County and think you're going to get it back with that much time on the clock. We're down to 2:45 left in this one, so no way you could give it back to the Tigers with under 2 minutes. 2 receivers near, 1 far for Adair County. Milton goes back, overthrown into coverage. Nice play there by the Tigers. Good coverage. It was Hunter Van Hoosier leading the attack there for the Tigers. 4th down and 21. And this could be the ball game for Adair County. If they can't convert on this one, Caldwell County should be able to control the clock.
And they are going to punt it, it looks like. Which is unless they've got some kind of trick play out of punt formation.
They're going to kick this one right from their goal line. I guess they're going to put it on the defense shoulders, try to call the timeouts. Punt is up.
Get away from it.
And Caldwell's going to let it bounce.
Good punt.
Nice punt, but it takes a big Adair County bounce all the way back to the Caldwell 45-yard line. Tigers will take over with 2:19 left in the ball game. Try to salt this one away. 17-12 Caldwell County. As far as I know, Bob, Adair County does have all 3 timeouts left, so I'm sure they'll try to bank on this, try to shut Caldwell down and stop the clock with the timeouts.
I think I'm pretty sure they have not called a timeout in this half. You're correct, Dennis. So, and obviously our goal is to pick up 1st downs and run the ball.
Handoff is to Javante Riley up across midfield, across the 40, down to the 30-yard line, still on his feet inside the 30. Good run. And Bob, not only but Javante covered the ball with both hands as he started feeling some hits. Didn't want to cough the ball up at that point, so a nice job by Javante Riley. 1st down, Caldwell County down to the 29-yard line.
Big pickup, 26-yard run by Javante. Huge play. And the
clock's still running after they got
right.
the chains moved, so we're down to 2 minutes left in the ball game. Caldwell's going to let that play clock go on down. 3 receivers set near side. Zach Gaither farthest out. Hand off to Javante Riley. He's going to do the sweep around the left side. Gets up across the 30, spin move down at the 26-yard line, but stays at Adair County. Will burn a timeout with 1:38 left in the ball game. So it's an Adair County timeout. Ball down to the 26, 2nd and 7 for the Tigers when they come back out of timeout. But Bob, Caldwell County does not have to score here. All they have to do is
protect the
pick
ball.
up enough, let Adair burn those timeouts, pick up a 1st down, and this one they can take the victory formation on without having to add to the lead.
17 carries tonight for Javante, and you're right, Dennis. We need to be thinking about the offensive, defensive player, and I think 2 kids stand out in my mind offensively as Zach Gaither and Javante.
How many catches does Zach have? Did he
Zach still has 12 catches.
Still has 12, so 1 shy of tying his own record. Caldwell County comes out. They have Jameer Riley, Zach Gaither split to the near sideline. 2-back set for Caldwell County. Trail Riley, Javante Riley in the backfield. 2nd back through is Javante, takes the handoff, gets back to about the line of scrimmage and stopped right there. So it'll be another timeout for Adair County as they'll stop it with 1:32 left on the clock and bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Tigers. This one's still not out of reach, but a 1st down would pretty much seal this one away if they could pick up that 7 yards. Of course, the winner of this game tonight goes to Elizabethtown next week. Elizabethtown, a huge winner over Paducah Tillman tonight. So it'll be about a 2-hour ride for us if we win, and probably a much closer ride for Adair County. But I'll take the 2-hour ride next week if we can get away with this one. And what's been a spectacular defensive showdown tonight between these two squads.
Maybe we could charter a plane to take us up there.
Jordan's got a guy, so
Adair County down to one timeout here.
3 receivers set for Caldwell County near sideline. Javante Riley in the backfield. Adair jumps. Let's see, that's going to pick up 5 of the 7 that Caldwell needs. So 3rd down and 2. Another flag comes in from the backside. Let's see if that's going to be against Caldwell for a little celebration in the backfield. And it's going to be unsportsmanlike against Caldwell County. They were happy about the offsides call. And a little celebration, and maybe extreme celebration is what they're calling. But Bob, you got to let these kids have some fun. I mean, my goodness, they liked how the quarterback made the hard count, drew Adair County off.
I'm not sure whether that's a 10-yard penalty against it. They're going to mark it off down to the 21. And then
Coach Barnes is not happy with that call here on the sideline, and he shouldn't be.
Well, they're going to mark it back to the 36-yard line. It's a 15-yard penalty.
And still no time off the clock on the play. Caldwell was looking at a 3rd down and 2 at one point, but they get back to the 36-yard line.
Still 3rd down and probably
3rd down
16
and 16 for the Tigers. 3 receivers near sideline. Burns drops back. Little delayed draw to Javante Riley. Stutter steps up to about the 30, still on his feet, hit and brought down, flagged down on the play. 1:23 left on the clock. And it's going to be holding against Caldwell County. Let's see if they take this one. You would not think they would, as you don't want to give Caldwell 2 offensive plays. And it's going to be declined by Adair County. And it's going to be a timeout at Adair County. They burned their last one with 1:23 left on the clock.
And here again, would we punt? I would say no, because if it goes into the end zone, it's back to the 20-yard line, and we're at the 30 right now. So, but Coach Barnes is making that decision right now as to what to do.
I don't think if we weren't against a 15-mile-an-hour wind, you could almost go for the field goal and make this an 8-point lead. But you're looking at a better than a 40-yard attempt where the ball is spotted here against a good breeze. So I think that takes that out of the equation. Caldwell sends the offense back out 4th and 7.
Actually, 4th and 11, I think.
Oh, you're right, 4th and 11 on the play. So if you get a first down here, it's over. If not, Adair County is going to have the ball with about a minute left and no timeouts. Burns in the backfield, 2 receivers each way. He drops back, has some time, goes to the corner looking for Jelly, and this one is incomplete. Flag down on the play. And let's see what they call on this one. Make sure it's not offensive.
Can't be offensive.
And it appears to be against Adair County by the action of the players.
That's an automatic first down, I think, too, Dennis.
Yeah, and if it's a pass interference against Adair County, so that'll be a first down, Caldwell County, and that'll seal this one away. They'll go into victory formation on this one.
They're at the ball is marked at the 17-yard line.
Adair County, no timeouts left. So victory formation for the Tigers about to be set up. They'll drop Javante Riley back as a safety net, but Caldwell County is just going to take a knee these last few plays and seal this one away. And the clock runs now as they drop to a knee. 1:10 left in the ball game. Flag on the play.
Been a little chippy game with all these flags going on, Dennis. It's a high-spirited game.
Emotions are high down there. You got a one-possession game and a second-round playoff action, unsportsmanlike against Adair County. I mean, Caldwell's not going to try to put this in. It doesn't matter where they mark it. All they have to do is let the clock start and start salting this one away. Victory formation for the Tigers. Great defensive stand back when Adair County had it 1st and goal from the 1. Caldwell able to keep them out. It was Adair's chance to take their first lead of the night. Caldwell County's defense stood up and basically won this game on that drive. Burns going to let that play clock tick down to about 3 seconds. He takes a knee, drops back. 38 seconds left. They'll have to do this one more time. And Caldwell will move on. It'll be Caldwell County and Elizabethtown next Friday night from Elizabethtown. But, Bob, this one was not easy by any means tonight.
It was definitely not easy. You're right, Dennis.
One last snap by Burns, and that does it. Caldwell County holds on for a 17-12 win over Adair County. They'll go to round 3 of the playoffs next week against Elizabethtown. Adair County ends their season at 8-4, and Caldwell moves to the 3rd round with a 17-12 win. Adair County. Postgame all that Farmers Bank.
Those lights
features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service, delivery, in-store pickup, or convenience drive-through selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585. A drive for the December 16th. For every non-perishable item donated, you'll be entered into a drawing for a $50 gift card, and a total of 4 gift cards will be given away. ABC Finance would like to make your Christmas merry with a stress-free holiday loan that's easy to handle. So, with the holidays approaching soon, be sure to see ABC Finance for a Christmas loan with no payment until January. Call ABC Finance at 270-365-7444 or stop by the office at 430 Highway 62 West, Princeton Plaza, and have the best holiday ever. Love, but you don't love that you can't get all your favorites all day.
No.
But now you can get more all day, like McGriddles and biscuits and McMuffin sandwiches. Means you'll have to find like broken, or when your smoke alarm battery at 3 a.m.
What happened?
Or songs that don't go together. Get more choice all day breakfast. McDonald's all day breakfast menu.
This spread folds to what all I see and serve the small business owners of this area from Main Street, a plumber, or have a policy for you. We are the business birds. Give me at 365-5541.
New car and truck buyers, listen up. It's the time of year that from awesome trade and allowance. model rebates, and great financing options. Some people think they have to go out of town for a great deal. We think shopping in Princeton, Kentucky at Tri-Cities Incorporated is the you ever made. Give Trice a try before you buy. And as always, if we don't have what you're looking for on our lot, we'll find it for you. Tri-Cities Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
You know that horrible feeling you get when you realize your debit card is not in your wallet or on your desk or anywhere? I'm Ty Engelbright with First Southern National Bank, and you no longer need to worry. All account holders now have the ability to temporarily turn debit cards on and off using our new mobile banking app. Download our new app today to start using mobile deposit, debit card on-off, and many more great features. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back, everybody, to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County advances to round 3 with a 17-12 hard-fought win over the Adair County Indians. A game that was highlighted by stellar defensive plays on both sides all night. Caldwell County with a huge stand. Adair County had it first and goal from the 1. Caldwell County not only able to keep Adair County out, they pushed it out to the 6-yard line, took and hit a big pass play out near midfield to give them some breathing room. The huge possession of the night of this ball game. Adair County, on the other hand, as Bob totals up the final stats, Adair County able to down Caldwell's receivers for anything very long most of the night. Burns able to have a decent night, but had several plays to where his receivers were covered. So a nice defensive stand by both squads tonight. Caldwell led this one at the half 10-6. Both teams scored 1 touchdown in the second half. And Adair County went from 2, unable to convert on that one. So the final score here tonight, 17-12, Caldwell County. That moves Caldwell into the 3rd round. This year is the even-numbered year, so Elizabethtown will host the 3rd round game. We'll take that drive to E-Town next Friday night for a game between the Tigers and Elizabethtown, a rematch of last year's regional final that Elizabethtown won here in Caldwell County on a last-second Hail Mary pass to move on to the state semifinals. This is the Farmers Bank and Trust post-game show here on WPKY. Bob Hayes will have the stats here in just a second for the ball game. A big night for Zach Gaither as he approached the record-setting mark again tonight. He's had tied the record twice this season with 13 receptions in the game. Tonight had 12, so a big night by Zach Gaither. Bob, are you ready for those?
I have completed everything that I need to do, Dennis. And,
all right.
And again, the Tigers winning tonight by a score of 17-12. Caldwell County, no scoring at all in the 4th quarter by either team, and as Dennis has mentioned, we get down to the goal line early in the game and can't get it in, get a field goal, and Adair County gets it to the inside the 1-yard line and can't make anything happen. There really was the tail of the ball game, and we did enough movement of the ball to keep it out of their hands the last 5-6 minutes of the game. But in the 3rd quarter, the Tigers get on the board on a 23-yard touchdown pass to Jameer Riley from Shane Burns. Boyce Nichols adding the extra point at the 10-minute, 33-second mark of the 3rd quarter. Caldwell County goes up 17-6, and that was the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, which proved to be certainly the game winner. Adair County comes back in the 3rd quarter with 7 minutes and 46 seconds to go. They answer the Tigers' drive to open the 3rd quarter with a drive of their own, and their talented quarterback Chance Melton taking the ball the last 8 yards for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion failed, and at that time Caldwell County with a 17-12 lead, and that's how the game would end. For Caldwell County tonight, Shane Burns, 23 out of 36 with 1 interception and 1 touchdown pass. Pretty workmanlike game for him tonight. Still well over 50% of his completions. Zach Gaither, a big game with 12 catches for 143 yards, Trail Riley, 3 catches for 41. Jameer Riley, 3 for 51. Javante Riley, 2 catches for 1 yard. Travis Newsom, 3 catches for 28 yards. The 23 yards produce, their 23 catches produce a net yardage of 264 yards for Shane tonight. In the rushing department, Javante Riley, a big night carry-wise with 19 carries for 143 yards. Big yardage for him tonight. Certainly a key to the game was his performance. Xavion Henderson couldn't really get on track tonight. 4 carries for a -1 yard. Shane Burns, 4 carries for a -3 yards. Trail Riley, a 1 carry for 12 yards. And then on these 3 kneel downs at the game, we'll call that a team carry of a -3 yards there. Caldwell County with 412 yards total offense, 148 yards on the ground, 264 yards in the air for their total offense tonight of 412 yards. For Adair County, they end up the game with 115 yards passing, 164 yards rushing for a total yardage output of 279 yards. And for the most part in the second half, the Tigers contained them, except on where they countered our opening drive of the third quarter. Their quarterback got loose for a 40-yard run on that touchdown drive where he carried it in from the 8-yard line. Chance Milton picking up a lot of yardage on that drive, but past that particular play in the third quarter, there was a 17-yard pass play, a 10-yard pass play. One thing about the Adair County passing attack tonight, they were 8 out of 24 with 1 interception and 1 touchdown pass. So their passing attack really did not come and create any problems for the Tigers for the most part. And I think you can attribute that, one, to the coverage that our secondary brings to the defense. Milton, a talented quarterback, did throw for 1 touchdown. But they had to resort late in the game to their passing attack, and it certainly did not carry them to victory tonight for Adair County. Their running attack, generally, we slowed them down in the second half to the tune where we gave up a total of, get my notes out here, total of 90 yards in the second half for Adair County on the ground. So not a pretty game tonight, Dennis, but you can't argue with the final score. It doesn't matter how pretty it is and all that. If you have more points on the board than the other team does, it's always a good night.
Yeah, that's the only way to move forward this time of year. So Caldwell County does pick up a hard-fought win tonight, 17-12 over Adair County. This is the Farmers Bank and Trust post-game show here on WPKY. And Bob, a few items to take care of. The Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods play of the game. I almost have to give it as instead of a play of the game, 4 play of the game, because 4 plays really set the stage there on that drive by Adair County when they had the ball down at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal from the 1. You thought they were going to just keep running. They had run it well up until that point, had the 2 tight end sets. They had a penalty in on the possession. So those 4 plays by Caldwell County's defense have to give the play of the game from Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods to that Caldwell County defense as a whole.
Yeah, the goal line stand was huge, and we don't win the game if we don't have the goal line stand. And one of the things that happens in a situation like that is they get down there at the 1, the quarterback goes under center, probably not a lot of experience, a lot of practice on that this year, and they commit a penalty which moves them back to the 6, and it becomes even tougher to get it in then. Do you run it or do you pass it? And they try to pass it, and we again, our cornerbacks and defensive backs over the middle linebacker shut things down pretty well for us tonight. And you're right, that has to be the plays of the game was that 4-play goal line stand in the fourth quarter. to preserve our win. And defensive player, I'm not sure who stands out. I'd love to see the tackle performance on that, but I think offensively, I think Zach in tough coverage tonight with 12 grabs, and Javante Riley with pursuit that Adair County showed. I think we have to give those two kids the offensive player of the game.
Oh, without a doubt, offensively, Javante Riley hit some holes. That offensive line, if we give a honorable mention to anybody, he was hitting some holes that I think maybe not now, but maybe a year ago you and I could have gone through. But anyway, that offensive line was
25
really
years ago for me.
Well, I'll get to it eventually. I'll put it that way. But that offensive line was really opening up some gaps for Javante, especially early in the ball game.
You know, I'd love to be able to do something award-wise to the O-line because Shane was never sacked tonight. He had to scramble 2 or 3 times only because he had the ball 5 or 6, 7 seconds into a play, and finally protection broke down. Yes, coverage made him begin to scramble there. Not a defender getting through to chase him, but you know I'm not sure we can give seven.
Well, if you want to pick an offensive lineman, I'm sure Brian would not be against giving an old lineman a pizza tonight on the way they played. So if you want to draw one out of the hat, maybe that line could share a pizza.
Who do you pick out?
Just any of them's fine with me. I'd have to get my book back out.
Well, one of the things that's I've seen this year is that Shane has had no snaps, so maybe we want to give it to Benji Kilgore, the center, because he touches the ball on every play.
Well, let's do that. Let's give an offensive player of the game not only to Gaither and Riley, but Benji Kilgore gets a Little Caesars offensive player of the game, representing that offensive line tonight on a nice performance, and giving Shane Burns on a tough night. He had some tough coverage to pick up 264 through the air, and then Javante with almost 150-yard ground game. That line was doing their job.
And then talking about defense, I remember one play tonight, probably about the only time we threw the quarterback for a loss, coming on 4th down, was Garrick Lamb sacking the quarterback. And I know our linebackers are all going to get 15 tackles apiece tonight, but that was a big play. That stopped the drive, gave the ball back to Caldwell County. So I would support Garrick Lamb for the defensive player of the game.
I'm in on that. I mean, tonight you could reach into a hat among 11 or 12 names defensively and pull it out for Caldwell County defensive player of the game, because they gave up 12. It wasn't a shutout, but I think it was by far their best defensive game of the season.
It was, and you have to give Adair County a lot of credit. Coming in here, we've made mention of the fact they didn't really have a really tough schedule, but they had, and this is something you see in basketball postseason play. When you have a 5-game run to a final game, you generally always can count on one off performance, if you will. I'm not saying our performance was off tonight. Adair County was a tough football team tonight. So
you gotta give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe this gets the cobwebs out of our system, and we can go to and play free next Friday night up in E-Town, which surprised me tonight with how easily they handled Tillman.
Yeah, that was a big win for Elizabethtown tonight. It does set up a big rematch, because we can all look back to last year's game here at Tiger Stadium. We saw the Hail Mary. We couldn't believe that it happened. Caldwell had that one all but in the books, and a trip to the semifinals after that one, but a tough loss last year. We get the rematch, and if we can take care of that one, another shot at the semifinal contest in round 4. So
I think we owe them one.
I think we're ready for that one. It's going to be a fun game. We'll have that one here on 103.3 The Tiger, also streaming live on WPKYonline.com. We had over 600 listeners tonight. At one time, 178 watching, and that's not to mention the crowd that we hope are out at Taco John's checking us out on the live stream out there. So a good night on the live stream here. Thanks to Jordan Dunn for all he does on that, because we get a lot of compliments week after week. So, Bob, any closing comments on this one?
Other than the fact that it goes into the win column, it maybe gets us more loose to play next Friday night against E-Town. We're going to their home field. Maybe we can supply some pressure from a visiting team standpoint to see what they can handle, if you will. But I expect us to come back and play well next Friday night in E-Town, and we're 2 down and 3 to go, so it's there in front of us.
Yeah, it's tougher week by week from this point on, so we'll have that one for you next week. We'll check and tell you during the week if it's going to be a 7 or a 7:30 kickoff from Elizabethtown. That's up to the schools, and they'll talk about that during this coming week. So again, the final here tonight from Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County advances to round 3 with a hard-fought 17-12 win over the Adair County Indians. So for Jordan Dunn and Bob Hayes, I'm Dennis Stevens. Tune in again next week here on 103.3 The Tiger. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you next Friday night from Elizabethtown.